I don't play favorites. I play Pillars of Eternity. Also Darkwood. On weekends. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Karaher, Jung, how's it going? Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. It's got things on the screen right now, and my microphone is working, isn't it? It is. The game is completely silent, though, for some reason. I went and get myself slippers because my feet were cold. But today is not very cold, so I don't need to wear my hoodie today. I'm still wearing the same shirt because who cares? But yeah, today is not very cold for me, so my hands are happy. And I am happy because I'm playing Pillars of Eternity, and we're gonna kill a bunch of guys. Just gonna start the stream by killing a bunch of guys. It's gonna be fantastic. So, Stewart of Cat New Editor see the letter for me. I just wanted to show you this because when I started the game, this appeared, and I didn't want to click OK because I'm not really sure what that does. I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of stuff. So we got some prisoners. We have a supplicant being escorted. That's all fine. No, shut up. Nothing new to report. Kind of finishes this. Where's the letter? Interesting. Also got hiccups, which is bad. Okay. Now, what are we doing? Last episode, we actually had last stream, we actually had a bunch of storyline given to us, and that was pretty amazing. I got a line that I wrote down that I am really looking forward to using, and I can show it in the book that I have. You can see it actually looks really cool on camera. It looks way cooler than it looks in real life. Stuff on camera just looks better. So yeah, this look at this book, just amazing. But yeah, I wrote it over here. The gods are just, and they care, for they are faithful. This was told to us in a dream by a person that we don't know yet who it is. We're gonna know eventually. I actually don't remember the name. Doesn't really matter. It's not a very important character. So yeah, this was told to us by that guy, and I want to see if that is true. I want to see if the gods really do care for their faithful, and if the gods are just as well, because that's pretty important. Because the stories that we know of Pillars of Eternity, my god, so much junk in my table. The stories that we know from Pillars of Eternity is of gods that may not be completely just. Elthas supposedly invaded Deerwood, the country that we're in, possessing Waidwen, and then Magran killed Waidwen, and then people killed Elthasians in the name of Magran and in the name of Berath as well. So it's really just bad all around. But now we're gonna kill these followers of. Actually, these are the followers of somebody else. This goddess over here is somebody else. I'll look into the gods in a little bit. It's snowing for Jung, and he's not even cold. Well, but that's because he has the fiery heat of a Viking. Actually, wait a minute. No. Sweden doesn't have Vikings. Denmark. Is it Sweden that has Vikings? Yes, it doesn't matter. Just, yeah, as long as you do that, you'll be okay. Hoodie was... I look like a hobo. I look like a hobo anyway for Kara, so it's fine. Shiger, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. The RPG Bible. Yeah, it doesn't know. This is just no. I'm not gonna downplay it too much, but ooh, look at that. We have soundtrack. I'm not gonna downplay it too much, but no. I am planning, though, as I said before on a couple of occasions, I am planning on, once I am done with it, and I'm about 85% done with this notebook, I am planning on selling it for charity. To, you know, even if it is just $1, it is $1. And I will take care of all the shipping costs and all that. But yeah, I am planning on auctioning it off to one of you people, if you want. To one of you guys, if you want this thing. But don't hold your, it's all for charity, though. And yeah. Oh, southern Sweden. Yeah, then you would have, yeah, from the Danes, you would have the Vikings. Yeah, Denmark is where, I know. Those Vikings were kings of major parts of what Sweden is today. Yeah. And Born Smart, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you were Born Smart, because you are telling us things. Welcome on in. I haven't seen you here before, so welcome on in. Okay, now, about the gods that I was gonna read. I was gonna go into the Cyclopedia and read over here, because I want to make sure I know who these guys follow. Because there's Magrin, or Magrin, and this is the goddess that, the patron goddess of the Deerwood, so it's not what this is. This is Wodika, the goddess of I was just forgetting the name of the goddess. The goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and a hierarchy, is depicted as an old noble woman bearing a broken crown because she once ruled over the gods, but she didn't anymore. So they basically are bitter about what happened. Well, the goddess is bitter about what happened to her, and basically she wants revenge, and that's what these guys were going on about last time around. So Wodika here is definitely shaping up to be a very important character, at least in the definition of these guys, or the cult of the Latin Key. So far, let me see if we have already any entry on the Latin Key, because that's what these guys, that's who these guys are. But unfortunately, we do not have any entry over there. That is actually quite bad, because I should. We learned about that. Latin Key, basically, we don't know exactly what they are, so maybe that's why we don't have an entry on them. But, you know what? I want to start attacking. Let me see what I can do here. So the Shrouded Woman over there, she's the one. She's the one. And this might go badly, but it's going to be what I'm going to do. It's what I'm here for. So she's the one that I need to attack. Well, I don't need to. We can leave, but... says the guy. Do I have the volumes correctly? I think so. You need to fall back a little bit. Okay, and we're attacking. Pelagina not really doing her thing. Let's get her on this side. Let's get ourselves a buff here in terms of armor. And I will go ahead and I will ice strike these guys in the face. It's usually how that works with the eye bit. Let's move you to the side. Can you move to the side, Pelagina? Pelagina? Okay, she cannot. I'm gonna switch to a rod and see if that works a little bit better. Still haven't gotten an autopause. We are, however, dazed. And that is because there's a spellcaster back there. So that's gonna be interesting. Weapon ineffective for Eder. Well, I have other things that can be very, very effective. That guy is stuck, so let's see what I can do here. Weapon ineffective for Sagani. Okay, so let's get something else then over on that guy. Let's just now sell a number to finish her ability. That's great. That is fantastic. Mind Wave could do some damage, and actually, no, he couldn't. That's a terrible ability. That Shrouded Man got confused, which is fantastic. I am gonna try and attack him like so, and we'll see how that goes. Now we're just basically paying attention to who finishes their abilities and stuff. Harry, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you missed the last two streams. I didn't stream last Sunday, or last weekend anyway, because the weather was very bad, and it kept going off, the power kept going off, so I decided not to do that. So, terrible internet connection, that's bad. Yeah, Borderlands is fun. It's pretty fun. It's very well delivered. The first one, I mean, if you play the first one first, you'll be okay. I think you'll enjoy it. Just not the sort of game that you play over and over again, in my personal opinion anyway. And what I streamed last Thursday was Darkwood. Very, very cool, very, very amazing game. You should check it out. Even if you don't watch my Let's Play, or you watch somebody else's Let's Play, or you get the game for yourself, it's an amazing game. I definitely recommend it to anybody that watches any of my games. Basically, if you have watched me play Darkwoods, because that is the sort of game that... It's also pretty cheap, so you should get it. Can one of you great and awesome persons, asks Born Smart in the chat, quickly tell me how I got here, what channel is about? My channel, the profile info is empty. Ooh, that's bad. So basically, my channel is all about role-playing games. I come from YouTube. I am a YouTuber first. I have a small channel on YouTube where I play role-playing games. Not many AAA games though, but yeah, old stuff, new stuff. That's how it goes. If you like Fallout, the first ones. If you like Arcanum, I'm doing a Let's Play of Arcanum. If you like Morrowind, or I'm playing Enderall, which is a total conversion for Skyrim. If you like the like Baldur's Gate and that sort of games, turn-based games, Divinity Original Sin, and just things like that, and other games as well. So yeah, that's what my channel is all about. So, as Kara her said. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, Durance finished his ability. Let's see if I can do a little bit better in terms of actually... This lasts forever, so this is gonna be very good in general. Watch for presence. This I should probably get into the habit of using, the watchful presence thing. Also, I probably should be careful as to who I attack. 39% chance to hit. That's not too bad. Weapon ineffective for Sagani. That's actually really bad. Did that guy got wounding shot? He did. Okay, got a wounding shot over there then. And we'll see what happens. Sagani finished their ability. So that did no damage, but the wounding shot did apply. That's good. Ether finished his ability. Is anybody prone? No, that guy's blinded though, but not prone. Ether, you are terrible at this. Let's see. So that's a 20%. Let's keep going attack on that guy over there. Itomak is kind of upset with things. I'm gonna switch your weapon because you are a tanker. A tanker? Tank. She is on fire. Good. She has a thing that makes her on fire. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. I came from Portugal. I'm still in Portugal, so I didn't come from Portugal. Oh, and thank you very much, Born Smart. You're very generous. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's very generous of you. Very, very generous. Thank you. I'm glad he cleared it up. Small subsection of YouTube. Yeah, I actually don't follow any Portuguese channels at all. I know of Portuguese channels, mostly of hearsay. I don't think I have recently watched any, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's one of those countries that has a relatively low, well, I guess maybe it isn't as relatively low English knowledge as I'm making it out to be. Maybe it is more than that, more than other countries. Because, like, for example, if you go to Spain, there's not a whole lot of exposition, like exposure that you get to English. There's a lot of dubbed movies and series and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Okay, this guy is definitely a very, very powerful enemy over here. So I'm gonna attack the other one. Ether is way at the front. That's not good. That's not good. Durance finished his ability. That's good, though. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what I can do. Repulsing Seal. I want that guy dead and shut up. Instill Doubt. Oh, that's an area one. Get dazed on everybody. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. What I wanted, though, was something like Contamination. Let's go with that. These guys are all gonna be dazed. So that's pretty decent. Oh. Yes. I'm dropping frames like crazy stuff right now. Just started FI Studio and the stream now is 1 frame per second. Weird. No, the stream is is dropping frames. That's why it's I don't know if I had any breaks. I hope I didn't, but I did drop a bunch of frames. Hey Young, welcome back. Or I'm back. But yeah, I did drop a bunch of frames, and I don't know when, because I can't see, Twitch is not telling me why. So hopefully, I don't know. I haven't had much luck with the quality of the streams, unfortunately, recently. Let me see. Where am I connected? I'm connected to London, which has pretty decent servers, and I usually go with those. Okay, Adder finished his ability. Let's see. That's actually, yeah, let's go with this guy because he's flanked. That's much better. Actually, if he's flanked, I should be attacking him instead. Pelagina finished their ability. No, it's weapon ineffective. Let's get Sworn Enemy over there, and you'll see how weapon ineffective is. Durance finished his ability. I need something. Dire Blessing. Yeah, I'm getting crits here. Okay. Pelagina now can attack. Is it on your end? I did drop frames, though, and I'm still dropping them every once in a while. So I think how the frames work is that the sound still goes through, but the image actually stops. So basically, it stops at a point. I hope it is like that, because Twitch is not telling me that I'm dropping frame rate. And I don't know why, because it should be okay, but... Pelagina finished her ability. No, weapon ineffective. Dang it. Yeah. These guys have a lot of slashing resistance. And her weapon is... pierce damage, actually. They have a lot of pierce resistance as well. What can I do for that? I wonder. Well, I have spells. That I can do. but I don't think I have anything that changes their resistance. So what I will do is I'll just do damage back there, I suppose. That's a thing. Let's go with the storm. See how that goes. Weapon ineffective for Durance. Sure. And oh no. Why is it weapon ineffective? He shouldn't be attacking. Yeah, because he finished his ability right there. And we still have the armor for 20 seconds. That lasts for a little while, so we're good. Let's attack that guy over there. Pelagina, weapon ineffective. Pelagina finished her ability. Keep at it. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, let's spend spells over here. Ooh, what is that thing over there? Wait a minute, what? Did you see what I saw? What was that spell? Was it Durance? Yeah, right there. Oh, he got that from the Soulbound item. Instantiates a terrifying infernal flame around the caster, inflicting burn damage on everyone nearby. Just really bad stuff. I think that is from the Soulbound item. So Durance weapon ineffective. Keep at it. Hiravius finishes his ability. Let's just get proper damage back there. Stag's Horn is so powerful. Infestation of maggots. That could work. That could work. Those guys are not very damaged though, so let's do the other things. Like, for example, burn damage on them. Let's actually move you a little bit to the side, so I have a little bit better line of sight back there. Those guys are not going to enjoy what's going to happen to them. Okay. Weapon effective, that doesn't matter. And endurance. Okay, that's not going too well. I have not landed any hits. That is bad. I'm just going to need to do this, otherwise this is going to be bad. Okay, Hiravius finished his ability. I'm going to do it again. Got the Burst of Summer. Yeah, that does more damage, so let's do that. Weapon effective endurance. I can cast that. Umbra finished her ability, so I can attack that guy. 21% is very bad. There we go, a little bit of healing. I think everybody's going to need Armor of Faith in 7 seconds. That's plenty of time. Itomike is back to the front. And Durance finished his ability. That was a kill, not a death on our side. So there we go. The combat itself looks great, but the combat system seems kind of bad, like a poor man's version of Baldur's Gate. Maybe I'm just old and adjust to new game designs, says Born Smart. Yeah, I personally prefer turn-based games, period, not real-time with pause. But I think this combat system, in comparison to Baldur's Gate, I don't know. I understand. It's easier to understand Baldur's Gate's combat system. This one is trickier to understand, but the combat system itself, the big difference is the engagement that this game has. So basically, when two melee characters are together, and there's different number of people that you can engage with a melee character and all that. So that is kind of cool, but it doesn't actually have that much of an impact on gameplay, apart from just being annoying when you have to disengage. But I mean, I think this is sort of an evolution maybe from other games like Temple of Elemental Evil, if you've ever played that game, where enemies will just, they will go for your mages. They are crazy hard, and I think Icewind Dale 2 as well, where they just AI just goes for mages, and that means in Baldur's Gate that happens as well to a certain extent, but that does mean that positioning is very important. This game, positioning is important, but only in select fights. I think the fact that you can engage enemies does help with the engagement. And that, I think, the positioning is always going to be the weakest part of any real-time with pause game, is the positioning of your characters. In general, I would say this game, for me, is more enjoyable than Baldur's Gate. But if you're playing a spellcaster, Baldur's Gate does give you more freedom. But then again, spellcaster for Baldur's Gate, that's how you play it, really. So, yeah, that's... It depends on the tastes. That's what I mean. Okay. Keep attacking that one, and nobody's casting spells, are we? No. So keep attacking there. I think we're good. We do have a couple of very nasty things. So one thing that I did a let's play of this game back when the first part of the expansion came out. I did a let's play, and I'd never really fully understood the I'm gonna need some healing up there. I never really fully understood the way combat flow should work and that ended up meaning that I had a lot of trouble. With the harder battles, so I spent a lot of time fretting about things that I shouldn't be fretting about, and just trying to micromanage things that don't need micromanagement. Okay, I finished my ability. So basically, what I have seen this criticism, or this pointed as a criticism. What you need to do in this game is you need to have a battle plan, you need to put it in place, and then you need to let the auto-pause work. You take care of your health down here, you maybe even don't, you just let the auto-pause take care of that for itself, because it auto-pauses when you're low on endurance. And you just let them fight. And when somebody finishes an ability, it auto-pauses, you cast another ability, let them do their thing. And so it's more about waiting for the auto-pause than it is in Baldur's Gate. The way I play Baldur's Gate, though, let's see what we have. We have grimoires, nothing too important over here. The way I play Baldur's Gate, though, is more... Got a lot of Woodico hoods. Nice. Not that we need it. And we got a lead key! A lead key covered in a dark black patina. Does lead get a blue hood patina? Does it? It must. That's what it is. Okay, what else did I need to do? So I got the lead key. What else did I need? I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do something else, but I don't remember what it was. It doesn't matter. So the way I play Baldur's Gate is more just waiting for the kills. So I kill this guy, okay, and now I change my battle plan. I kill this guy, I change my battle plan. So there's a different, that's the exit right there. There's a different rhythm to the games, as it were, basically. "10 days of detox. 10 days of Christmas." Is it 10 days of... How many days of Christmas is the thing that I've never heard of? I mean, I've heard of it. I just never heard it in Portugal. Just something like the 12 days of Christmas is what is it? I don't remember. But yeah, have a good vacation, character. And vacation and detoxing as well. Yeah, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good to not just do something different. It does depend on the person, though. I can totally switch off. I mean, I can't anymore because I have a channel. I can still. I did that, I think, a couple of years ago. On my first. Okay, Pelagino now is really upset with things. I did that on my first year on YouTube. I kind of switched off for a week. But I still published videos every day. Because I had them pre-recorded and stuff, so I had all controlled there. So I'm gonna just finish that ability. I'm gonna try and get Whispers of Treason on that guy, but I'm not really sure this is gonna work. Durance just finished his ability. I don't think I need much. Instill Dot would work. Let's do that. And I will also try to bring these guys down. Let's see, who are you attacking? You're attacking that guy, so get a winning shot in there. He's dazed and blinded and just many things. Yeah, keep attacking there. So I gotta finish that ability. I remember first time I played Baldur's Gate, Human Thief. Yeah, playing a thief in Baldur's Gate is a special kind of gameplay. If you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna be really, really bad. Yeah, I finished the game with a mage for the first time, I think, on camera when I did my my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And I learned a lot of stuff. I learned so much stuff. I have since tried off camera to do a solo playthrough on maximum difficulty of Baldur's Gate with a mage. I didn't get very far. It's really, really hard, and it does require you to know things so well. And I'm just talking about Baldur's Gate 1, which is easy in comparison to Baldur's Gate 2, so But yeah, I want to do a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate with a solo mage. It's gonna be a special Let's Play of just not focusing too much on storyline and all that. Because it's, you know, it's a solo Let's Play, so, you know, no companions or anything. Yeah, you can't import from Baldur's Gate 2 to Neverwinter Nights. It's just a completely different rule set. Really, really changed, actually. It's kind of confusing. 12 days, yes. How is Christmas in Portugal? Well, you eat... It depends on the families. I actually was thinking about that the other day because I was listening to a podcast where they talked about all the
It's no use.
No, go with that. Talking about all the different traditions that you can get. Let's see, who is Itumak attacking? Is Itumak still up? He is. Oh no, he's back there. Ah, so we're stuck with Itumak over there. Okay, that's fine. So basically, we eat. Ooh, she's really almost dead. We eat cod. Boiled cod, basically. We give gifts. And, Itumak is out. And that's that. Really. I suppose that's that. Different families will open the gifts or give the gifts on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Okay, this is interesting. Let me see if I can do the infestation of maggots on that guy. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Because they take a lot of damage. Yeah, let's get another one in there. That's a mercenary. Oh, he's fighting for us. Yeah, it wasn't amazing. If we could attack you, that'd be good. And then I can do other trying to bring you down. Okay, that infestation of maggots actually came really handy. Let's get a proper heal over there. And down 2 of them go. That was fantastic right there. And these were, I think, the strongest force of them. And down they go. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, if you're gonna fly, then you might as well take advantage of it. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's dust. Yeah, there's dust flying all over the place. Okay, we've explored this before. We just have the enemies that were around here. Hi.
I'm here.
Yeah, and they're over there.
Ulu. There.
Seriously? Okay, this should be okay. I'm gonna save up on my spells though. Let's see, Burst of Summer Flame right there.
Kinda stuck up.
Yeah, I know you're stuck. Shut up. Hirabi just finished his ability. Let's get another one because this just does a lot of damage.
Dead on.
Come on, Hirabi finished his ability, and I have this. Okay, so everybody now, Secret Horrors. That's just gonna be amazing. Such a powerful ability right there. Hopefully that guy doesn't die. Telenumber finished their ability, and now these guys are all gonna die. You're also very injured. Yeah, this might not be the best idea. Okay, we're stuck. Okay. Yeah, it's tricky to keep her on Berserk because I can't tell what her health is. It's an interesting mechanic right there. Oh, there's still a mercenary over here. I didn't see. He was confused because we have that thing. And that's what I was talking about. Have at least 20 resolve. What does that do? 10% chance to cast Confuse when hit or critically hit. And now we just adds dexterity. Have at least 20 resolve. Sure. Traditions here. We don't really have too crazy traditions like the Spanish have, because they have the caganero and the, what's the other one? Is it caganero? That's a guy that's basically in the nativity scene. It's a guy that's, you know, taking a dump, literally. And there's also a log that also takes a dump, and then you kick it. Traditions, we don't really have anything, at least in my family we don't. I don't think there's a whole lot of that weird traditions apart from, you know, Christmas tree and sort of basic stuff. Carols. Yeah, we don't, it's just, we do have something called Janeiras, which is sort of, it kind of translates as the ones from January, sort of. Not really. It's sort of that. So basically, it's people go and sing Christmas songs and just New Year songs, and just go around the streets at night singing to people around around this time. They start in about early December and end in about halfway through January, at most, of course. Yeah, we eat more. We are more centered around the our traditional Christmas food is basically codfish. We don't eat turkey generally. There's some families that do that, of course, but you can't buy happiness, but you can buy bacon. Yeah. Rayovonio, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the Divinity 2 Let's Play. Yeah, it's funny. I'm really enjoying. I always enjoy playing with Bumpy. Even though sometimes he doesn't enjoy playing with me because I play some games I play very badly, like Don't Starve Together. That went well. Lucia Parade in Portugal. What is a Lucia Parade? Is that supposed to be Lucia, the Portuguese name? Because it's read somehow, somewhat differently. I don't, not in my area. We don't have that. But there are areas here in Portugal that have special traditions. Yeah. And usually right around this time or after Christmas, the news, what's the word? Like the news programs will in this town they do this. Look at how weird that is. And it's just things that I actually don't remember. Stuff like, I don't know. I think there's a city, now that I remember. Now that I think about it. There's a city close to me. We got some filtration in there. There's a city kind of close to me that where everybody on the first day of January goes into the sea, into the ocean, like the Swedes do, or some of the Swedes do anyway, and do a skinny dipping thing. So that's kind of that. Grumpy, more like. Ah, well. Yeah, I don't know how he is. It's just how people are.
Stuck over here.
I have no idea what Lucia is. I have just no idea. Oh, you're saying Born Smart says young girls with lit candles on their heads walking slowly. No, that actually makes sense. Yeah, we don't have that. That makes sense. The name, because it comes from, it means light in Latin, or sort of. It actually means light in Italian. I think light in Latin is lux, but it was evolved. Okay, let me take another shot at that guy over there. No, just don't shout it. You're sneaking. My God. Okay, whatever. Do the ice strike. Okay, now they're upset. Oh, that was what they're casting over there. Have to mag. Oh no, these guys. The named guys. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, well, they're dead. No, you're not gonna be able to cast that. No, he was. Itumak. Doesn't matter. He's got the divine mark on his face. That's bad. I think that's that. Oh, and we got another one. What did we get? Now we have the flame shield. We had that already. The torrent flame. We had that already. I think we have 2 might now. No, we had that already. That's why I gave this to him. Deal 200 burden damage to enemies and unlock the next level. Yeah, we're gonna need to look into that. I'm also gonna need to upgrade or sort of enchant those things. But I'm gonna need to sever their binding. I don't know. I'm gonna do that early. I probably should look at it right now. Because I can enchant anywhere, if I remember correctly. No, you can definitely post. Not a problem. Yeah, there it is. There's the link. So let's see. Let's try and upgrade the soulbound items that I have. I have this thing. I can't actually enchant them here. Can I? Somebody is saying that I should enchant them. I think... How do I enchant things? Crafting? Enchant. Some items can be enchanted. Okay, I see. So this cannot be enchanted, but some other stuff can. Okay, I understand. Sanguine plate over there makes it look amazing. What else do we have? Also, yeah, we have these things. So I can't enchant that. Wait a minute, this is not bound to you? Dang it. Now it is. I forgot about that. Should have. What's he do? Deal 200 raw damage to enemies with gear. Okay, that's what he uses anyway. So there we go. Yeah, I can't enchant these bound items, interestingly enough. Okay. That's a weight off my back. I didn't see this thing. Torque of Defiance over here. Plus 25 defense against charmed, confused attacks, 10 defense against dominated attacks, and 20 concentration. Where does this go? Over there? No. Head? Where does it go? Oh, it's a... What? It's a neck thing, yeah. It's a neck piece. It's up there. It should be. Not usable by fighter. Where does it say that? Not usable by paladin? Is it just for me then? Who can use this then? Oh, she can. Oh, sorry. Only usable by a ranger. So that's not too bad. Defense against spells. Sure. Sure. Suppose you could have that. 42 reflex will. That's not too bad, actually. Extra reflex and healing received on her. Let's get that. Defense against spells. Let's see what else. Reflex healing received. Maximum endurance over there for him. Actually, for him, it would be better to have that. Healing received is good for him. Because he doesn't get hit very often. So when he does, I need to heal him. So, yeah. Okay, and I think that's that for this area, which means we can go to Heritage Hill and kill a lot of undead. Adilagi! How's it going, man? Welcome back. Long time no see indeed. How's it going? No internet cave. Well, I miss you as well, man. I'm glad you're alright. I'm sorry that you had no internet for so long. Yeah, we have Santa Claus here. We don't call it Santa Claus, we call it Father Christmas. Translation is that. But we don't call it the same name that the Brazilians do. So if you look up the translation in Portuguese, you might find Papa Noel. Or actually, Papa Noel. But they don't pronounce it like that. But Papa Noel is the Brazilian version. It's basically the same thing. It's all the same thing. But we don't think of Saint Claus. Saint... Who was the guy? That's the first... Is it the second day of January that's his... Or is it the first day of January? There was this guy that did a bunch of stuff for, you know, poor and stuff, and that's I believe he might be the Claus bit of the Santa Claus thing. Although Santa Claus is just a marketing thing. There's bacon and there's smoked bacon. Two things. You are a caveman. Do you have a beard? Because if you don't have a beard, you're not a true caveman. They will shoo you away. They don't want cavemen don't want no cavemen without a beard. You have to have a beard. You have to have. That's why I'm growing mine. So we have been here before. We've done all these things. And as I was saying before, in the last stream, we got to talk and got to see some things in our own mind. And we actually told the Latin Key about what was going on. Not that it matters, because they all died, so there we go. But we saw 3 things that we need to go. We have a man in a place, and we're going to go meet that man. I know where it is. We have a tower over there. That's a tower over there. We have 2 twins? Is it Twin Elms? The other one I didn't remember. I know where it is, because it says very specifically where we need to go. Unlike the other ones that don't say where we need to go. But the other one does. It's interesting, actually, that the other ones don't say where you need to go. But that one does, because it's far away. But yeah. Pterodactyl, welcome to the stream. I didn't see you. I didn't see your name, sorry. St. Nicholas. That's the St. Nicholas. Yeah, that's right. 6th of December. Yes, modern Santa Claus is just a... I don't think it was from Coca-Cola. I think the fact that he's red is from Coca-Cola. And maybe the appearance and all that. But Santa Claus actually comes from another thing. No, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Santa Claus is not a marketing thing. The new version, the modern one is. But there are probably some German tradition. Because the German have their tradition. Belschnickel is not a thing. Because they don't want it to be a thing. Because Belschnickel is the best. The Christmas Man! That's the stuff.
Greetings.
Now that is good. The Christmas Man is the best. I love it. I love it. Oh boy. I love it. Saint Nicholas, yeah. That makes sense. I can't read that because my eyes can't tell me what those letters are. I'm blind. The Belschnickel from Druidic? I don't know. I actually read up on that when I saw the episode on the Office US, where Dwight Schrute masquerades as Belschnickel, and sort of a deturpation because they kind of play with the whole thing of him being raised Amish. A messenger from Defiance Bay has arrived at Kanua. My god, where did you want, guys? A prestigious visitor. I need to go up there. These guys don't leave me alone. Just being the owner of a castle. Before I can't deal with the undead. I want to deal with the undead. These guys don't let me deal with the undead. Oh, there's a cat over there. Hello, kitty. I want to deal with the undead, but whatever. Let's go to Kanua. We have time. It's fine. Time in this game doesn't matter. So let's go to Kednua. 22 hours and 15 minutes. You know, it's fine. That's okay. We haven't been here in a while. It's all good. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna now have finished the construction. Or if... should be done. The construction of the Barbicane. Or whatever. New quest.
Looks a little healthier than before.
It does. Sonia finished escorting Supplicant and returns to the Stronghold. And I got hiccups. Okay. So, Sonia's back. It's good. 16 hours until it's done. That is not. Let's go to the keep and see what's going on. Oh, the reindeer. I think I also looked up where the reindeer and the sledge or slade. I thought it was sledge. Might be something else. Came from. I think it's known. I just don't know where it's from. But yeah. KFC is super popular in Japan during Christmas. Oh my god, the Japanese, they're crazy. Whereas the rest of the world is gonna be eating codfish and turkey. The Japanese go for KFC. Yeah. I bear a message from the Ducal Palace. Pardon the intrusion, milady. Chancellor Warren, again this guy? Urgently request that you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. I've just been there! Is it about Kednua again? I don't know. My apologies, milady. I am merely a messenger. So who's this Chancellor Warren again? He's the legal arbiter of Earl Badamar, Lord of the Grasp. I believe you've made his acquaintance at the Ducal Palace. We have indeed, a couple of streams ago. He was all about... I forgot his voice, though. But he was all about... they want this castle for them. Or, anyway, Earl Badamar wants the castle. Why isn't the Chancellor meeting me at the palace? Perhaps the Chancellor is meeting with you in an unofficial capacity. It happens from time to time. Okay, I'll meet with the Chancellor when I can. And the messenger bows and leaves. And we're good. Not a problem. No problem there. Just got a bunch of experience.
My lady, you've received a letter. Delivered with some urgency, as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Cadnua, and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
From Stalwart? That's a long way for a letter.
People like you come few and far between. And in this case, I believe Renengild is correct in suggesting that your experiences here may give you an edge. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery.
I don't know.
And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
I don't know about the battery. Yeah, this is the expansion stuff. Yeah, we're going up there. Unfortunately, it's actually quite tricky. I think level 9 is probably... We could try going there. But then, yeah, I did that in my Let's Play, and then I kind of got my ass handed to me, and then I came back. And then when I went back, I just, well, handed them their ass. So, what is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Deerwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets.
None remain indeed.
There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions.
Interesting that she's saying that right now, because that actually took me a little while, not too much, but probably a whole episode to figure out that this was what was happening. She just says it right away, and I forgot about it.
Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
I do enjoy vast amounts of wealth. I'm sure the wonders of the battery are a marvel to behold, says Pelagina, but if the passes through White March were to open again, it would be boon to merchants of the Republics, and the Deerwood, of course. Yeah, she's all about the Republics.
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in.
Born Smart, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the RPG army. You kind of were already because you have the little thing that you donated a bits, but now you're a full-on subscriber. Welcome. Thank you very much for your generosity and for your support, and I hope you have a good time. I stream, I actually have I think I have the information up, but or somewhere. I really need to pay attention to my stream page. But I stream every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. Although this Saturday is gonna be on Sunday instead. But it's all at this hour. So I start like 50 minutes before now, and I go for 2 to 3 hours. Usually it's 3 hours. Sometimes it's more. And I'm streaming Pillars of Eternity and Darkwood. And if you want to see all, Twitch keeps a bunch of my streams for like 2 weeks. But if you want to see more, I have them all on my YouTube channel. You go to bottom of the channel page, you can see the streams down there as well. Thank you very much for your subscription. You're very generous. Thank you. You were saying, Jung says we don't eat on thing. We have a wall table off food to pick from. Many typos. I'm just picking on you, Jung. Yeah, we do that actually. What we do is so it's not very fancy. That's the thing. It's just boring. But what I do on my Christmas Eve and my Christmas Eve is usually at about 6 p.m. Or maybe earlier, depending on the day. I go to my grandmother's house. She has this farmhouse, and she cooks, and my aunt cooks because she lives with her. So my grandmother's daughter. And we go there, and at about 8 p.m., we sit at the table, and this is like a family reunion. It's like 12, 15 people, depending on how many there are. It's just on that side of the family, though, so it's not, it's not a big family reunion. So we just eat, and we eat for about 2 hours maybe, and then at about 10 p.m. we at about 10 p.m. we bring in the other table, because from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. we're eating dinner, and then we bring the other table with just cakes, and we have a special cake, actually. Now that I think about it, we have a special cake here in Portugal that is very common to eat. I think the Spanish have them as well. It's called the king cake. If you look it up, you might see it. It's just full of crystallized fruits, and it's like the dried fruits inside as well. It's tasty. It's not the sweetest or most amazing cake ever, but sort of it's not ours. I'm pretty sure it comes from Spain. It's a tradition that we imported. Our cakes usually are very sweet. We're very keen on that. And then, so we eat that for about an hour and just talk and just say things. And then at 11 p.m. or midnight, well, it depends on how tired everybody is. But usually it's midnight. Sometimes it is midnight, but sometimes it's earlier. We go to the living room, pick up all the presents that are underneath the Christmas tree, bring them to the kitchen because it's warm there, because my grandmother has this oven, this wooden, not wooden oven, this wood-burning stove, I guess, not an oven, it's a stove, so it's very hot, very warm in there, and just open all the presents, and I got my socks, and my shirts, and I'm very glad for my socks and my shirts, even though they only last me until February, and then, because it's, well, I don't know, it's just, we say goodbye and we go back home, and on the next day, at about midday, we go back to my grandmother's house, and we just spend the day there, although, lately I haven't spent the day there. I have had lunch and dinner there, and then I come back home to record things, because I record all days, every day. So that's how I do. Oh, you watched Donald Duck, the old versions. Are there new versions of Donald? I can't talk while doing that. I could, actually. I remember trying to do that. But yeah. When will RimWorld Let's Play series? Arilagi asks. RimWorld. Is it so yeah. Oh, RimWorld. You know what? Actually, I like the notion of RimWorld, but I think I would because it's so dependent on the wall restarting and just having a nice map and all that. I don't know how to play it, but because it is that, I think I would enjoy Factorio a little bit more than I would RimWorld. And Factorio is good for multiplayer. I do need to find somebody that would play it with me for a Let's Play, but or I might play with you guys on a stream. Although I need to set that up, but it's not coming this year. So yeah, I have it on my table though. It's just yeah. Panettone, Christmas cake. Oh, I'm sure it is, Carter. If it's like with the crystallized fruits, it is. It's, yeah. Porcignat. Porcignat? Oh, that might be a different thing then. Yeah, you can buy those Christmas cakes, or you can make those Christmas cakes. Usually we just buy them. Usually the cake shops, whatever, they will make a bunch right around the time of Christmas. They'll be on sale like earlier, but just, you know, yeah. We don't eat pig at Christmas. Well, actually, on Christmas Day we tend to eat a traditional Portuguese. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm saying things because when I connect to when we eat at Christmas, it's the Christmas Eve dinner that I talk about. But on Christmas Day, we tend to eat. We actually tend to eat cozida portuguesa, which is basically bunch of meat. It's just a lot of meat. So pig but could have other things as well. A lot of like chorizo and other things like that. Yeah, I like it. Factorio is very scalable, so that's why multiplayer I think would make it better, because you can kind of just get each other out of their binds, and especially for Let's Play you can cut out special things. So You mean overload, not overpower. Overload. Okay, yeah, I understood what you mean though. Yeah, it's like those mods for Minecraft that just are very, very tricky with all the connections and things. And I like the notion of those mods. I never finished any. We don't have Christmas calendar, you know. I don't even know what. I think I know more or less what it is, but I'm not sure. Don't worry. I understood what you meant. I didn't like it, don't worry. Let's see what, so yeah, we need to go back to the game. Let's see, I should mention that, Renegade Guild summons, wait a minute, what? Among those that to have answered Renegade Guild summons, there's a certain group I believe you may have an interest in. Okay.
Followers of Woodaka, intent on reaching Stalwart and the Battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay.
Yeah.
Now that I've delivered Reningild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lady.
Local?
A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast.
Oh,
I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly. The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March.
Stay clear of the region. Yeah, yeah.
It's not that I doubt your courage, my lady.
It's the level.
But Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps you will match him.
Yeah. I think what that's meant to be is sort of we go to there early, we do our things there, and then we come back and deal with Consul Hot. That's sort of the high-level content that was added to this expansion. Because there's also other higher-level content, actually the continuation of this story of the Consul Hot, I believe, that was added in the second version, in the second part of the expansion. So I think that's what it is. It's just you have a main part of the expansion, and then you have a bit that's just high-level.
If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Cadnua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lady.
Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
Who is Consul Hot?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Yeah, they can't. They're very tough, but he's tougher. Yeah, we're gonna need to deal with these guys eventually. This is the expansion.
Safe travels, my lady.
Of course. As always. Okay, now let's see what we have. A balanced messenger leaves stronghold. Sonya finished her thing. We have the prisoners downstairs. Let's check on the prisoners. Because we got 2 prisoners, and I got my prison because of them. So I could have them in. And yeah. 3 months, though. The #1 provider of internet in Egypt. 3 months without internet. That is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Arilagi. That is crazy. Oh.
Greetings.
Greetings, my lady. I'm here to maintain the cells for you. Should I take any prisoners in your travel and make sure they're tended to as you see fit? Do you have any instructions for me? What do you want me done with these prisoners? I want them all flogged regularly. No, I don't need anything at the moment. Okay. So we are gonna talk. We have Nirid over here, which is the only prisoner I actually kept from. This is the guy that that basically killed a Crucible Knight. By mistake, he says, but he accepted his thing. I'm gonna release him eventually. I'll have you rotting in a pit the rest of your days when I get out of here. Oh, you were never gonna get out of here. I was gonna say, did I just say, I hope I just said that. I hope I meant to say that. I meant to say I'm gonna release him eventually. I think I did say that. But he's never getting out. He's never getting out. Where's the other one? Not here, quite clearly. There he is. Eorn. Hey, man. This isn't so bad, really. Fewer trolls, anyway. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, okay. So this guy is gonna be released, eventually. Eorn is the guy that accidentally killed a Crucible Knight. Ninarid is the different one. I think that one I'm not getting released. It's staying here for the rest of the game, basically. I think so, Travabar. Welcome to the stream as well. You can get Console Hot as a summon. I believe so. Unfortunately, that's going to be a little while because that is very, very hard. It's really, really hard to get in there. Is there anyone I can make suggestions on trying to play a game? Yes, Born Smart. I read all of my comments. You can send me an email. You can message me on Twitch. You can message me on Twitter.
Looks a little healthier than before.
I don't check Twitter as often as I probably should. That's just, yeah. You can say it over here as well. I write it down. And yeah, I am gonna be starting a new Let's Play series very soon. Probably 2 of them. We'll see how it goes. I do have one on the bank that I want to start, and I should have started already, according to the things I said in the past. But I haven't started it yet. Mostly down to, well, wanting to play the games that I am playing right now. Let's see. That's 22 hours. That's 18 hours. Let's go to Utica Plains. And it is a new Let's Play of the Age of Decadence. But I might delay that. We'll see. Aw, Pterodactyl. I never bought a Steam controller precisely because I'm afraid of being disappointed. I need to buy a new controller, but I also know that I want a normal controller, and then I want a Steam controller on top of that. So before I have a normal controller, I'm not gonna get a Steam controller. The Steam controller is good if you just don't want to have the sort of normal, traditional. It's good if you have if you like playing games that allow for it, basically, on PC. I'd play that, like driving games like that don't require a wheel or something like that on your sofa or something. That's good. I think it's a good if it works like advertised, I think it's a really cool thing. So let's see. Constitution and bonus, Warden's Lodge over the Grand Lodge will grant bonus. Actually, I should know where do we have the quick save? Over there. Good. I'm gonna do something else. I'm not going back. Oh, Born Smart. Your suggestion is interesting. You say
looks a little healthier than before.
You should check out Warframe, 3rd-person free to play on Steam. Top 10 played current, yeah. Cash shop is cosmetic only, so no pay to win function. I thought there was actually a pay to win function where you could just, well, I guess the crafting thing. But anyway, I did check out Warframe. I streamed it for 3 hours. It's not my sort of game. It's basically that. It's just not my sort of game. Yeah. If I'm gonna play that sort of game, I'll play something like Team Fortress 2 or Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I think Warframe is sort of, it's too crazy. It's too crazy. It's just way too crazy. And the fact that it's focused on progression also makes me, yeah. But the gameplay is fun. Not as fun as a game that I really enjoyed, but it's also not the same sort of game. A game that I really enjoyed when I played it many years ago now, called Prototype. And I think there's a second game to that, but I never got it. It's called, or maybe it was Xbox exclusive. Prototype is awesome. If you've never played Prototype, you guys should check it out. It's an amazing game. The storyline is bullcrap, but it's just so much fun. It's crazy, crazy fun. But yeah, that was that. Sabactes! Thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome back. It's been a while, man. Welcome back, and thank you very much for your subscription. Using your Twitch Prime as well. I should pay attention to that, because I should call it out. I think Twitch tells me that whenever somebody subscribes to using their Twitch Prime subscription, because if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free to any Twitcher.
Not a sound.
Once per month. So you subscribe, and basically that little bit of contribution that normally you would give out, you just give out for free. And that's kind of over there. That's our friend. Oh, that's right. This is just where they all are. It's interesting that I'm sneaking in my own castle, and there's nothing to steal. But this is not where I want to go. We have a place that has bounties for us, and I haven't been there yet, and I should. So that's what I'm looking for right now. You have been away indeed, man. You have been away indeed. Prototype, I think it was on Xbox 360, so it must have been on PS3. Yeah, Karaher. Also, it was a PC game. Yeah, it was a PC game. I think it was a AAA game. I think it was meant to be sort of a flagship title. Oh, Aleph.
Listen,
hey,
there's something I should probably tell you.
So tell me now. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself that when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
Yeah. He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. Yeah, he's pretty upset about this.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
So basically, he has awoken as well. And we've gotten a glimpse of this before, but this guy basically has double personality? Is that what it's called? Anyway, his soul, his previous... It's the same soul, effectively, but like the personality of the previous people that had his soul are showing. And that's who Isilmir is. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Yeah, Meerwald was crazy. And awakened souls, that's what I meant. So tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
She does. I have none of her memories, he says. Barath spared me that much, but her coarse manners and intolerable hill speak suggests a provincial form of very, very long time ago. A provincial from a very time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from the conflict when the fuse... Yeah, I've seen her show up every once in a while. When the fuse is burned down and the teeth are on edge, and then she shows up and she doesn't stop to gauge the situation. She just acts. Yeah, she seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
Actually, he's never been to the city. I think I always went to the city with my current team. But yeah, if it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Okay. Actually, I probably should talk to the other people, because we have... Kana at least has a quest. I don't know what he's gonna say, but I didn't... if I could do all the quests, that'd be interesting. That'd be good. So, to answer Karaher's question, 360 controller, not a next one. Xbone. That's what you mean. XB one? No, I don't know. Anyway, 360. It's cheaper, so that's the one I buy. Also, it doesn't matter the difference. Yeah, Pterodactyl. Exactly. That's if you play from bed or something, it's better. Especially for games like I think games that are really, really good to play on a big screen and just on a reclined position are games like Total War or Civilization or Europa Universalis. Those games, I suppose, with a Steam controller, that'd be amazing. I definitely would enjoy playing it. Jung doesn't like being called a Finn. Finn means something else in Swedish. It doesn't mean a Finnish person. Cadnua is a marvel, says Kana. An ugly, crumbling marvel. You haven't been to Cadnua. No, wait a minute, you have. I was thinking it was talking about Defiance Bay. Yeah. But even so, it's overshadowed by what it sits upon, but the keep itself can tell you much about the Adiran settlement. A very rigid people, I think. The Adirans? Huh. Yeah, because there was a settlement under it. Interestingly enough. How are you holding up? I'm ready if you are. Okay, tell me about yourself.
What shall I tell? I am Kanarua, born in the royal city of Takoa, from which rules the Ranga Nui. There. That is a solemn enough start. I am a lore chanter in the college there. Or at least a student of lore and a chanter both.
Yeah, and he never shuts up, and that's why I don't have him in my party. Not because of his dialogue, but because it's really tricky to have a chanter in your team. Yeah, I know, Jung, I was just pulling your strings. The accent's right, Kana, but you don't look like you're from Rawatai. Rawatai, though, by the way, Rawatai is where his race comes from, most of his race. He's an Aumawa, and they come from Rawatai. They have a very interesting flowy names, so I guess that has something to do with the fact that he's a chanter. Do I not? I take your meaning. My family is from the Deadfire Archipelago, which is where Pillars of Eternity 2 is set. That's why it's called Deadfire. But I have never seen the islands. My parents traveled to Rawatai many years before I was born. They found more opportunity in Rawatai. My mother took to crafting cannons, aspiring pirate that she is. And my father's work with coral caught the eye of someone important, and then the Ranganui himself. The rest followed. What would you like to know? Yeah, what made you leave the college?
I was on the usual path at first. Theology, the traditions, when the Gate of Great Teeth was completed. It was all my father had hoped for. The greatest commission he had ever received. But it was also a sign that Rawatai was changing, looking inward. Meanwhile, I was neck-deep in the writing of a dozen nations, marveling at all the things that lay beyond our borders.
Oh. And in so many of those books and records, I found accounts of ancient Engwith, he says. The Adirans hold a great hunger for Engwithian relics, and why shouldn't they? It was the civilization from which the Glenfathans learned to read souls. Excuse the hiccup. So the Adirans are the modern-day empire from which the country that we're in broke off. The Engwithans are the people that made the ruins that we found at the beginning of the game, and there's other ruins as well. We've found them already throughout the game, every once in a while. And the Glenfathans over here are savages. They're not really savages. Some of them are very barbaric, but they're just they're not modern in their architecture and in their society structure and all that sort of stuff. So they're you know, I'm being hyperbolic here calling them savages. They are a very bellicose people and a very bellicose country, because they are the ones that protect the Ingwithin ruins, and that's what he's alluding to right there. I decided that my third degree would be in history, he says, and I would study Ingwithans. They were at the heart of so much discussion abroad, so many discoveries. It drew some mockery. We'd watched a deer draw itself into several conflicts with the Glenfathans over these ruins. Yeah. Takoa had its own concerns. Soon I found it, a section on the Tanvi Ora Toa, which she's going to tell us about, actually, in an Adiran translation of ancient Ingwithin script, just there, without explanation. It seemed like a gift from the gods. Tell me about the Lord Chanters. He's one of them. My eldest brother thinks we spend our days in song, waving wreaths from flowers, but the truth is far less exciting than that. The college preserves what knowledge our people have gathered. I would have it said that the Lord Chanters are Rawatai, for without them, we would have no beginning, no sense of how far we've come. We would forget ourselves with every generation. Oh, so they're like, you guys don't have written word? Yeah. I'm only a student yet, but someday I'll return and tell the keeper what I learned, and she will add my verses to the chant. What would you like to know? What is the Gate of Great Teeth? Much as it sounds, a maze of walls, like the teeth of some nautical terror. It sits outside the city and guards Tokoa from invaders and storms. The storms have always been more trouble. Nui Tandri, the angry giants throwing themselves against Rawatawa's shores. Probably talking about sort of tornadoes and things. Invaders I'm not so sure about, but perhaps I'm like the man who, being dry, throws off his rain cloak during a storm. So my mother would have me believe anyway. Okay, what's Ranganui? That's his journey, I think. No, it's a king. Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that. Yeah, that's the leader. Our great king, ruler over Rawatai, has led our people... Okay. So tell me about Rawatai.
Rawatai. Shall I describe the pearl-white sands, the sapphire waters, the multi-hued tiles of the rooftops, like a mosaic upon the coast? Sorry.
I personally don't take offense to being misnaturalized. What's the word? Anyway, but there's a little bit of rivalry between Portugal and Spain, so I guess, yeah. I wasn't picking fun at you not liking to be called a Finn. I was just picking fun at you for how you said it. So I saw a way to misinterpret. So that's don't mind me. Was there something specific? Yeah, tell me about the Kingdom of Rawatai in general. It's a long journey by ship. Okay, we leave best we can. Okay, tell me about the city of Tekoa.
Tekoa is doubly famed. A royal city and home to the Coral Harbor. The Ranganui's palace is there, and we've a fleet of royal ships sitting outside the Gate of Great Teeth. Every so often, you'll hear the roar of a cannon being tested.
Finest ships in Rawatai, and so the world, are anchored there, and some of our brightest minds toil away at the artillery. My mother, for instance. Myself, I have no talent with gunpowder. Actually, if your mother made cannons, she wouldn't work with gunpowder. She would just work with ceramic. She would work with iron. She would work with bronze. She would work with wood as well. There's a lot of work that goes on in making a cannon, because it's not all... A cannon is not all the same... It's not a... You don't cast a cannon. It can't be like that. Because otherwise it would just explode. It would be terrible. I actually studied the first attempts at making cannons here in Portugal. We were never very good at making cannons historically. We were some of the first, but we were never at the forehead. I think in about the 1400s, which was when the first proper cannons were being built. Late 1400s, I think. No, yeah, about 40. I think our oldest cannon that we have is for 1430 something, 38 or something like that. It's actually registered the process of building it and all that. It's kind of small, because big cannons were only started coming about here to Portugal at about 1480s. But we never really had the big cannons, because the best people at making cannons were definitely the Italians. We had an Italian engineer that was hired by the crown, I think in 1450 something, but by that time he was already 20 years too late. So our armada was always under-equipped, and they stood under-equipped and underpowered all throughout the Portuguese Empire. We did have a bunch. Our armada were very. Our navy was always very skilled. And we had a lot of boats, not as much as the Spanish though, but we had a lot of boats, but never as good cannons. And that is very interesting. The reason why that is, it's interesting because there's a lot of problems with making a cannon, because they blow up and it's just not fun. And there's stories though. There's stories about the Portuguese at war and stuff. She did a full package. Here it goes, a cannon. Just light the match and off you go. I actually know... Ah, man. I saw a demonstration about firing a cannon. It's pretty cool. There's a video on YouTube that's basically the same thing. About how to fire a cannon. It's pretty awesome. I think the UK does that just publicly. If you want to fire a cannon, you go to UK and they'll let you know. they'll let you do it. There's multiple ways of firing cannons, though. Who makes the best cannon now? That nobody makes cannons anymore. Those things are not the same thing. They're not the same operational principle at all. How the cannon works, how these cannons work is actually very simple, but very prone to problems. It's a way that's very prone to problems. So basically what happens is you have a combusting chamber at the back of the cannon, and that's where all the action takes place. That's where you need to have the best quality of material. Just everything needs to be as good as possible back there. And you can't just add weight to it. You need to have very, very good strength. And you'll see that a lot of cannons, early on anyway, and especially badly done ones, because, you know, you can make a cannon out of cast iron, but it's just not going to do much. Depends on also what you're firing, because if you're firing splinters, then that's another thing, like wooden. If you're firing wood, you're just going to fire splinters, because the wood is going to burst. But that works. That's effective, on the battlefield in particular, at least early on it was. But basically a cannon at the back, it's got a combusting chamber, or an explosion chamber, which is where the powder charge, because it's not full of powder in there, it's got a charge, it's gonna blow up, and then there's a bit at the front where the bullet itself, or the missile, the bit, is gonna just stay there. Not, you know, there's air there there's air for the combustion, and that explosion is gonna propel the bullet through the cannon itself. So it's very simple, but modern cannons are not like that at all. They're not like that at all. There's different types of modern cannons as well, but I have not studied modern cannons to know a lot of things about them. Actually, I don't know if everybody is using missiles born smart. What we see a lot of is still the howitzer is a cannon, yeah. A missile isn't a cannon, exactly. What we see a lot of is still bombardment from above, which is all cannons. Just airplanes, the bombers, they all have cannons. Just they're cannons. Missiles are okay. It just depends. What you see, the war scene today is very anachronistic. You have if you have tanks, if you're fighting a tank, then you need a missile. A cannon is not going to do very well against a tank unless it's a special, unless it's custom made for that tank. So it's like it's not that it needs to be custom made, but there's such a thing as over penetration. So if you have like a very, very powerful bullet against a tank, you're gonna shoot a tank and the bullet's gonna go through the tank, and that's that. If the tank is very crappy, or has, you know, doesn't have a lot of armor, or the other way around, if it's an explosive bullet. And the tank can have very little armor, but if it has like, what is it called? Explosion reactive shelling or something? It's basically charges of explosives outside of the tank. It's very interesting, actually. Some tanks have that all the time. Others are just added. But basically, they put like little bags of explosives outside of the tank, and when, I don't know if it's C4, it might be C4. I don't know how cheap C4 is, but basically when the bullet comes in and blows up that bit, the explosion happens outside of the armor shell. So that's an interesting way. An interesting way of dealing with things. But tanks are on the way out anyway, because they're expensive and they don't matter. It's not important to have tanks anymore. With a boon of the Air Force. Yeah, the Nazi Germany had really nice uniforms. Was it Hugo Boss? Was it Hugo Boss? I knew it was somebody famous, but I didn't know it was Hugo Boss. But to be honest, they have nice uniforms. I like some, but I don't like all of them. I think if you want snappy, you need to go for, like, I mean, it's not as classy, I guess, but I really, really enjoy the British Army from World War II, the uniforms from British Army. From the crappiest ones to the top officers, it's just so awesome. They're really, really cool. The British Army is, in terms of that sort of stuff, they always had pretty high quality there. Well, I don't know, Karaher. If it comes to that, there's if it comes to using sticks, it doesn't come to using sticks. There's a thing that happens with nuclear fire, not nuclear fire, but with nuclear war, which is called a firestorm, and it's actually referenced in I looked it up because of a game that I played on the channel. Really good game called Soma. And what happens in Soma? Well, anyway, I'm not gonna spoil it to you. But they mention firestorms. And what a firestorm is is the actual thing is not the storm down here, is the storm above. What happens is that there's a column of air, of hot air, that is so hot and so powerful. Excuse me. Then it penetrates the it's got a name. It's not stratosphere, but it's a sphere that we have of air. So it penetrates a specific part of the atmosphere, that is the part that gets rain. And what happens is that column of air is going to be blown up way high, way high, above airplanes and stuff, and above the rain line, and it's going to propagate ash above that line, and that ash is going to stay there for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. And this happened a few times during World War II, and after World War II, there were a few, I think after, maybe, I don't know, there were a few firestorms. Not all of them because, well, there were firestorms because of the atomic bombs, but there were others as well. And what happens is all that ash is still up there right now. And what happens with that ash is that it never comes down and it blocks the sun. What happens with blocking the sun is you don't get warm. So it's calculated that if we were to go into a full-blown nuclear war, that would devastate a third. We're talking a third of the industrialized countries. And I mean, we're talking about also that bit of destroying a third of everybody. What would happen is that the amount of ash that would go into the atmosphere would make what's known as a nuclear winter. And then the other 2/3 would die because there's no sun. And if you ever seen, I really like a movie, just on the art style. There was a movie about where New York is all frozen and stuff, and I really like that bit. I don't remember which movie it was. And I don't remember if it was because of nuclear winter. But yeah, that's what would happen. So we wouldn't fight with sticks. We'd all be dead. Only people in vaults would survive. And there's other ways, but it's very unlikely. I mean, just absolutely. That catastrophic and just Fallout type destruction. We'll hide in. Harry says, got the right of it. We'll hide. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. It is 2012. That's right. Or the no, no. Actually, it is the day after tomorrow. That's right. 2012 is the one where there's a lot of water, right? Yeah, they have these big arcs, right? It's with Nicolas Cage, isn't it? Is 2012 Nicolas Cage? The one I'm thinking about, the movie I was thinking about, is The Day After Tomorrow. That's the one. I don't remember what it's all about, but I do remember 2012, and if it is with Nicolas Cage, it's got the coolest scene I've ever seen, which is him on a car chase with an earthquake. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That was the stuff. That was good. Jung, why wouldn't you want to use nuclear missiles? Just why not? I know it was a typo. Okay, so back to the game. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna do Kanna's quest line, but let's see. So Tekoa is also home. To Lore College. A lot of people go there from a lot of other places. At least that's how it was when he was younger. Things are a little bit different now. Yeah, surely Valiant ships are the finest. No, wait a minute. What? Oh, I'm answering to the fact that he has the the Valian... Nah, I'm not going to say that. How are they different now? You might say that the winds are changing. The Pahari, they are traditionalists in a way. The Ranganui's son stands among their number. Talk at the dinner table has changed from how far a fleet Rawatai ship might sail to how well defended our borders are, how far we have turned from the old ways. So they're turning inwards. Then talk turns to bearing a Diran and Valian merchant ships, and things were difficult. When I left, there was much arguing among the elders. I trust the king has kept the peace, but I worry sometimes that things have taken a turn for worse. So you are not a traditionalist? Oh, I'm a regular firebrand, if you ask the other chanters. I don't see why I can't appreciate our traditions and chart a better future, but so goes the debate. Sounds like you miss home. Some parts of it. Okay. What about Valian ships being the finest? The grandest, sure. Houses on the water. Give me a sleek Rawatai catch heavy with cannons and I'll run circles around your Valian carracks. Oh yeah, you would. You definitely would. So Tako has a lot of this artillery. Rawatai has a lot of artillery. We've made great advances in explosives. One of our artillery masters advised on the Godhammer bomb during the Saints' War. That's the bomb that killed Eothas, the god. In Rawatai itself, our efforts are more modest. Bombards, cannons. We're having some luck with mortars. I actually don't know what the definition is of a mortar in this historical context. A bombard, I believe, is a smaller cannon. This is basically a smaller cannon. But I don't know what mortars is. You might ask my sister. Oh yeah, if I ever go there. It may not be very traditional, but even the most strident demagogue won't touch the subject of artillery. They lose what support they've gathered. Oh, everybody loves their cannon? Sure. Do only Yamawa leave there? Far from it. The Yamawa arrived more recently and formed the greatest number, but others have joined us, so long as they call themselves subject to the Ranganui. That's the king, okay. People here say the coastal Yamawa are cruel people. Cruel in the same manner as Orlans are feral and pale elves graceful, yes? Well, I did say people here say, so, you know, generalizations and all that. Yamawa conquered Rawatai long ago and drove their enemies from those lands in the doing of it. Today, the great kingdom of Rawatai holds humans, Orlans, elves, even island Yamawa. What a campaign of conquest says about those responsible, you'll have to ask the Aedirans. In any case, yes, the reputation persists. Good if you want fighting work. Less so if you would like to be a cook. Yes, yeah, that's true. So, what's this sacred book you're looking for? That's his quest.
The Tanvi Oratoa.
Ora.
It's not really a book. It's been passed down over the years in the form of a chant. I actually found it a little strange at first, seeing it set down in stone. It's not quite the same as a song of worship, though we have paeans to the gods as well. More a kind of moral guide. It gives us something to aspire to. The, model of a virtuous citizen of Rawatai.
Won't it have crumbled away by now?
Much of Ingwith's writing is lost to us, but an engraving would survive. I found several tablets at the site in Exametal. The scholar Gabranos, in particular, seems to have been fond of writing on the walls. I may have to ask you to help me carry it, if it's a large stone.
Why look for it out here?
There have been arguments as to the chant's true interpretation, new translations even. But any rendition of it I find in the ruins of Engwith will predate those translations by 2,000 years. And finding it here also proves that we still have much to gain from trading with other cultures. I'd be lying if I said I'm not looking forward to seeing the look on everyone's faces when I get back. But in the long term, I just think that we can learn a lot from the Engwithians. A civilization like that is something to aspire to. A model for Rawatai as a whole, and not just its people. And I want to prove that all of this is worthwhile. Traveling. Seeing the world for what it is. It's been so different from sitting in the Chanter Hall and studying books.
So you came all this way just to win an argument?
More or less. It wasn't a popular theory when I suggested it. The idea that we shared the Tanvi Oratoha with some older culture, I mean, doesn't mean it's not true. It doesn't help that my family is from the Deadfire Islands. If I had a copper pond for every chanter who suggested that it's just not in my nature to conquer. My siblings, my parents, they make up for it. They build walls and cannons and ships. I've tried to explain. It isn't that I think those things aren't necessary, but if Rauatai closes itself off from trade, turns on its own people over tradition, we will fall behind, and then we'll be the ones getting conquered. I think my father tries to understand at least.
That's really interesting, actually. My question over here is so pertinent to his whole quest line. He came all this way to win an argument of a political nature, but he's actually looking for history. I'm not really sure how he's gonna achieve that, though. But it's interesting. I also think that he might be jumping to conclusions here. That he shares something with the Ingwithans. Just because they had the same lines from before doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's like finding vestiges of things in a book of modern day and then going back 100 years or 500 years and finding the same thing written there. It's just inspiration, or just, you know, you can actually copy things and all that. It's still a new book, you know what I mean? So describe his virtuous citizen.
Dutiful, learned, honest. The sticking point is loyal. Loyal to the people of Rauatai above all others. Fearless in their defense, and bold in aspiration, tireless in battle or industry, an inspiration to one's people. But it seems it's not that far a leap from there to the idea that we must cast out foreign influences.
Is that what you aspire to be?
Doesn't everyone want to be a good citizen?
I think I guess I'll take that as a yes. So Jung is saying things that make him look very silly on chat right now. Everybody mock Jung. He's doing silly things right now. He doesn't seem honest. Oh, that's a good perspective. I agree with you, actually. I didn't think of it like that. Huh. I don't think of it like that, but he does think it does. You can look at it like that. You can see his quest as a way for him to just gain a trump card over other people on his particular. The fact that he answered that with a question as well kind of points to that as well. But he's a friendly chap, so that would actually, in sort of a meta way, in a meta sense, that would make sense, because he's such a friendly guy that you wouldn't just expect him to be you know, skeevy and things. So that's an interesting perspective. I'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you. So you think the Ingwithans were the true authors of the Ura?
I don't know that the distinction is necessarily important. Rauatai has a long history, and our people have come from many different places. It matters less who wrote it than that I have found pieces of the verses all around the world. Wherever it came from, it will be Rauatai that decides what becomes of it. All the races and peoples of our kingdom coming together to create a great empire. You see, then, that I am loyal in my way.
Sure. Yeah. It's like he's hiding the real reason behind a fake good reason. Yeah, sort of. Maybe. It does seem like a well-funded argument that he just wants to find the fact that, like, find the roots of his culture elsewhere and just say, you see, we shouldn't close off to everybody else. But maybe he is actually thinking of doing something else. Well, plane tickets, Jung, plane tickets. Just hit me up. This is the war room. Oh boy. Do you know anything about this place? Kadnu is a marvel. An ugly curvy marvel. Okay, see you later, man. He doesn't actually have a quest for us. I wonder when he actually continues the discussion. Let me see. So we don't have anybody else. Okay, good. Let's go back. Actually, let me see another thing. Am I building I am. 14 hours. Oh, yeah, but we're gonna do the other. We're gonna do bounties right now, because I wanna see where they are. That's why I came over here, because I was looking for bounties, but I didn't find any. I don't know where they are. They're apparently in one of the corners in the main map. So, let's go outside. Let's see where we are. Of course, this being a stream, I can't cut away these loading screens.
Looks a little healthier than
It does look a little bit healthier than before. Look at this. Look at this. Realism. Realism. Do you see this? Do you see that? And this? That is a wooden floor. Do you know why it is there? Because this thing, a stone floor as it is, requires support underneath. And a wooden floor, you just put the planks on and that's that. If you have stone, you have to have support. And how we do that is with arcs or with a vaulted roof, as began happening. Depends on the era of architecture. Early stone ceilings were done differently. Then didn't have vaulted roofs or vaulted ceilings actually, but they started appearing. I don't remember when they started appearing. You are here about the bounties? He asks. Yes, I am. I haven't done any, and I have some.
I'm
food
on the
over
trail.
here. No, you're not. You're just shutting up. Okay. So Warden Fiergen.
Welcome.
Was wondering when you'd be dropping by. Kith around here have been hit with more than their share of trouble of late. I'm up to my ears in bounty offers. Figured at least one of these might interest someone with your skills. Yep. What do you have? Now, I ought to warn you, there's a reason these bounties are still on offer. These are tough bastards, every one of them. If you're not up to it, feel free to come back when you're the better prepared. In the meantime, here's a good batch to start us off. There's the standing bounty on Sly Sire Cyrdel's head, of course. Then there's a forest lurker haunting the trade route, or trade routes, I'll say routes, I don't know. And this ogre shaman, good fetch of a good price. Should fetch a good price. And up last is one Warchief Iklak. Okay, I want to know about Sly Cyrdel. This bounty comes all the way from New Elmar. Sly Cyrdel and some of his accomplices have escaped prison there and killed 2 justice jars on the way out. The guards are itching after revenge. A man matching his description was seen near Magran's Fork. He's well armed, and he'll have his friends with him too. Okay. Did I get all the quests? Please didn't get all the quests. We didn't get all the quests. Okay, so I'm gonna save because I don't want to mess with all of them. What about the ogre or no, the forest lurker? Let's see what that is. Below Cadnua for his quest, travel bar. Which quest? Oh, with him, I have been below Cadnua for his quest, but I've killed Merwold, and I didn't have him with me, so I guess they didn't start the quest. So that's probably that. That's probably locked quest. Police are calling it a hate crime, but no hints have been unearthed yet as to the true nature of the perpetrators' motives. I can't say it right away, but yes, Jung has the news. Say Cat, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome on in. What about the forest lurker? Let's see. Word is this big forest lurker's taken up residence in the Black Meadow, just off the main road. The merchants have been calling it the Dweller, and they take always with that voice, and they want it gone before it starts chewing up their caravans. Okay, what about the ogre? That's one that keeps making the rounds now and the wise. Is some kind of ogre shaman. Or shaman, or however they pronounce that word, I don't know. They say he's raided a half a dozen farms over at Deerwood. Word is he's holed up somewhere in Elmshore, though nobody who went looking has been seen since. What about the Warchief? Warchief Iklak. He's a Zorip, if the name didn't tip you off. He moves around a lot, and he's known to haunt the Veiled Wood from time to time. Folks want him dealt with before he takes up with a dragon. Yeah, because the Zoribs do enjoy their dragons. And we have seen Zoribs already below Cadnua in the Endless Paths of Oddnua. That's the name of that place. And yeah, we're getting all those quests, so we're going to do this
Looks a
Shut
little
up.
healthier than before.
My God, Durance, you're so annoying. Durance also has... I've been entertaining the hypotheses that Durance doesn't concern himself with what others either think of him, and what others actually know. So all that he says is just things that he wants to say, but not necessarily to the people that are listening. I think it's been kind of holding up that thing. So let's go to the Black Meadow. Where do I need to go? I need to go to Megan's Fork as well, don't I? Well, let's go to Black Meadow. We're gonna kill somebody. Yes, I know, Trialbar. I remember. Because I never took him, I think that's how. Oh, South Curtain Wall complete. Good stuff. And I have a lot of money? Yes, I have a lot of money. Fantastic. Okay. Chapel. Craft Hall. Curio Shop. Craft Hall. Craft Hall. Good stuff. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. It's always a motive to
Be cautious.
to be hyped up
Be
for me when I stream. Unless it's something like a game that I don't want to play, but then I wouldn't stream it. Although I did get that's one of the reasons why I didn't play. I have no idea where the guy is gonna be. Maybe over there. So one of the reasons why I didn't want to play any more of Battle Chasers. Just kind of was getting bummed out at the thought of, oh, I'm gonna need to play that game again. Ugh. Didn't enjoy. Was starting to get just kind of. Ugh. It's too much combat. If I did a let's play of it, I would just cut out all the things. It's just, and the dialogue wasn't holding it either, so it's kind of yeah. But then I started Darkwood. Amazing game. Amazing game. Okay, if they're not here. They're not here. Okay, let's not sneak. There's a lot of... Is this normal? That these guys are here? These are trolls. I think it'll auto-pause when we see them. Huh. Maybe over here. Let me actually see what I'm doing here in the quests. Tasks. Bounty. So countryside. An ogre sham has been terrorizing countryside, Elm Shore. Black Meadow. Let's see. A large forest lurker has been spotted in Black Meadow. That's the one we are doing here. So basically it's a forest lurker. So it's going to be aggressive right off the bat. Let's increase the speed over here. It's going to be aggressive right away. So as soon as I see him, the game auto pauses and we're good. But of course I need to find him. Might be up here. We didn't check up here. Oh! Oh, crap. Greater Earth Blight. What you doing over there? Is it a companion? Holy crap! It is. Let's get ready. No. Reload. That's a tough one. I mean, it's a huge one, at least. So what I want to do is very simple. Divide and conquer. It's always a good strategy. It works a little bit better in Baldur's Gate than it works here, though.
I'm here.
And that's because the AI in this game is actually quite smart in that regard. They know. They know. Oh, Menpigras. Okay, that's a shot. I don't remember what Menpigras do. They poisoned me. Hi! Oh, I remember fighting them, though. Ooh. Okay, attack that.
Dead on!
This is not gonna be terrible at all. Why would it be terrible? Durance. Get armor in there.
I'm here.
Attack. Greater Earthblight. What are you doing? Oh, you're casting the spell.
Moe Ixi.
Okay, and then you cast this. Durance finishes his ability. Then you're gonna cast Burst of Summer Flame. I don't know what kind of Itomak is down. Ooh, this is way too hard. I think this is way too hard. Durance, you're kind of screwed, man. You're kind of screwed. We got trolls, got a great earth blights. I don't think I can hold this. Yeah. We can't. We cannot. Let's see. Cadnua, load. Pfft, that's crazy. Nope, can't do that. Not right now. Those guys are too many. Humans I have an easier time dealing with. Because I can understand a little bit of what... I can understand their spells a little bit better. Because spells will always be the problem.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Yes, yes. Spells will always be the problem. And I do know that these guys are high level. You guys had warned me, and that guy warned me. I do remember. I think I got them in my Let's Play, though. I have some recollection of doing that. Searing Falls. Can go over here. Get the construction done. And now we're going to Heritage Hills and dealing with Undead. Wait a minute. Actually, maybe we should go... Nah, let's go to Heritage Hills. Maybe we could talk to... I don't remember his name, actually. Chancellor Wilhelmina, whatever. I don't know. The guy that wants to talk to us about us not having Cadnua anymore. So let's get Crafting Hall. And let's keep going. Heritage Hill. 4 hours and 45 minutes. Sounds perfectly alright. Now the fun starts. And the death as well. Also, I might be a little bit tired. Not yet. Best turn around, traveler. Heritage Hill is closed. Undying Heritage. As you can tell, well, it's not actually a main quest. It is, isn't it? Through Death's Gate. Oh, it's the visions. There we go. So I have 3 missions. The Man Who Waits, which is the guy that was inside the tower or whatever. Through the Death's Gate, that's the other thing that's in Deerford. We need to go to Deerford. But first we'll do this quest. Because it's the easiest one, I think. If I remember correctly. And there's guards over here. So what is going on here in Heritage Hill that we have learned so far? Apparently there's undead in the streets. And people just left the place. I don't relish the thought of you populating the hill with more of those things. That's why they don't want us going there.
How do you do?
Sorry, but this district's closed by the order of the Duke himself. How do I get... what's going on in there? Look, even if I were allowed to tell you, I don't rightly know. All I can say is whatever it is started about 2 months ago. The guards that closed the gate talked of something unnatural that still wakes them in the middle of the night. I don't want to know any more than that. How do I get inside? Trust me, you don't want to. But if you were really set on seeing this for yourself, I suppose you'd have to get permission from Willa at the Keep of First Fires. Okay, would some coin open the gate for me? Look, we could get in a lot of trouble for this, but then it's not like you could make things worse in there. You hand us 1,000 pence, and I'll open the gate and don't look the other way. You don't bother trying to bargain us down. That money will make sure our families are okay if we're found out. Yep, never mind then. Okay, so we need to go to Willa. In the First Fires. I remember who she is. We've been to the First Fires before. First Fires, of course, being the government district of Defiance Bay. Defiance Bay, of course, being the city that we're in. And Willa, if I remember correctly, is over here. So those feathers, that's a blessing of Hala?
So they say.
That was
That's
Heather.
lucky. Where I'm from, we see a feathered lady, we start worrying maybe her dad got frisky with his hens.
I guess you can always trust a farm boy's head to go there first.
Or maybe a rooster got frisky with his... How would that work? I don't know what that is going on about. It's still better than Hiravia's conversation with her about her feathers. Oh, this is Seedly, not Hyla. Or Wilo, whatever. What's... Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Seedly. How's it going? I thought it was her. Aw. I can't steal that. I tried. I think maybe it's over here. There's nobody here.
Well met, friend.
Yeah, he doesn't say, doesn't let us through. Okay. So, Willa at the keep in the first fires. That's who I need to talk to, or Willa. These guys are still in closed session, so I need to find Willa. Thank you for coming, Young. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Have a good night. You'll see me soon, I know. So the keep, either she's not here. Oh, that's right. She's this lady. Do I need to finish the quest before I go in there, or can I just be the nice guy that I am and she's gonna let me? It's Ferga. Ah, wait a minute. The keep. Yeah. The keep is not this. When I think keep, I mean, I think of castle. This is the palace. The keep that that guy was talking about is the Crucible Knight's keep. And it makes sense, because he was a Crucible Knight. The Crucible Knights are, of course, the sort of official police of this place. This is the place that we need to go to. It's called the Crucible Keep. Not Crucible Knight's Keep. It's Crucible Keep. So we've been to the temple. We've been to the Valiant Embassy as well. Didn't do very bad things. Did some very bad things, but not too many. And in we go. We need to talk to Willa. I actually don't remember where Willa is. Let's find out. It's the Aldalmar. No, wait a minute. Training room, war room, Shrine of Abaddon, barracks, and the forge. Why didn't I steal that? Oh, because of that. Okay. That's Dunstan. Just these shards over there. There's more of them up here. I do not remember where Willa is. Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Light, flame, and sound.
I don't know if we talked to him
ourselves.
or her. Kind of sounds like a woman's name. The Justishar's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limits. Between the refugee influx and the mess at the Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. Yeah, it's a lady. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. I just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... So what do you do here? She's in charge of the soldiers. Tell me about Heritage Hill. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago, the residents all went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the districts. I've never seen anything like it. Now every novitiate that stands guard there, every one that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. The why and the how are questions for the Animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened here. It seems to be working for now. Yeah, so the reason why she says it's for Animancers is because Undead were actually the byproduct of the first Animancers many years ago, like 100 and something years ago, back in Aediran times. And that's why Aediran, or Aedir, prohibited Animancy. And Deerwood actually allows it and fosters it. It's part of the political structure of things. I mean, the police, that they deal with Animancers. They're not police, they are the Crucible Knights, but the Crucible Knights deal with Animancers to select the people, their recruits. The Animancers have, they're basically the judges. They use Animancy to sort of read people's thoughts and minds. And there's a lot of Animancy just everywhere in the political scene here of the Deerwood. The Valiant Republics as well, they have a lot of Animancers. They're very progressive, I think, in that. So it's seen, Animancy is always seen as sort of a progressive thing, in the sense that it was forbidden before, and for good reason, because they made it undead. And also we see that in this game, that some Animancers, we've killed one Animancer that was in the Gilded Vale's keep, I don't remember, Rhaegar's, whatever, his keep. There was this Animancer there that that was doing also undead, and we've seen another case of Animancy, sort of, in the sewers of this city. There's a guy there that we haven't killed yet, but we might end up killing. There's a guy there that also has undead, and it's always like weird shambly things so far, but we'll see what Heritage Hill has for us. So you said earlier that something was wrong with Heritage Hill. Yeah, I could look into it. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? Well, if people are disappearing, someone's got to figure out what's happening to them. Nah, if you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Okay. That saves us not only 1,000 coppers, but also allows us to know a little bit more about the wolfing. So that's better. I should have gone to her. I didn't have that. Oh, maybe she wasn't there. Maybe we weren't capable of going to Heritage Hill before. Because it would make some sense that we wouldn't be able to.
You work for the Dukes of the Valiant Republics, huh?
Ah, for as long as they will allow.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
Well, there are 5 of them, but even so, knowing who is easier than knowing how.
Well, isn't that how it goes forever? For everybody? Or maybe not. For a mercenary, it's very easy how. The who is, you know, whoever is your employer. Oh, I just love so much that when it's daytime. Just look at the differences. Just look at this. Just look at the quality of the rendering and all that. It's just so pretty. This game is so beautiful. And Pillars of Eternity 2 is even prettier. I don't know how they managed it, from what I've seen anyway. It's just so beautiful. They just outdid themselves. So,
hello.
Wyla sent me. I am looking to the missing guards. So you're the one she sent word about. I was expecting her to send in a whole squad of justiciars. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I'll have the gate opened immediately. Just watch your step. I'm afraid we can't send anyone after you if it goes badly. So, any ideas what might have happened to the other guards? None. And I have no desire to find out, if you catch my meaning. The ones that disappeared weren't the deserting type. The worst part is, both times the guard or the watch disappeared, the next rotation found the gate unlocked. I don't know whether they went in or whether something got out. But if it's the latter, refugees are going to be the least of our problems. Yeah, have you heard or seen anything unusual? Friend, I don't see any here and hear as little as possible. One of the women on the last watch said she heard someone shouting from the northeast part of the city, the district. Something that sounded like an order. I don't see how anyone could survive in there. Once or twice I've caught a glimpse of something moving on the other side of the gate. I just as soon forget it. Yeah. So northeast part of the city. Let's go on in. Oh yeah. Oh, we're finding the enemies already. Perfect. Okay. Got a skeletal ranger over there.
Place gets my blood beating in all the wrong places.
In all the wrong places. Shut up. I know what the right places is. This might not... I don't know how hard it's gonna be.
I'm here.
I'll try and mess with you. We've fought these guys before. So everybody attacks that. Except for these guys. And you switch your weapons. Oh. Okay, attack that guy. Okay. That's good, that's good. Yeah, send Itomak up. Weapon ineffective for Ether. That's fine. Where are you going?
I'm here.
I know you're here. Just... Ether. Just fine. Actually, why is it ineffective? These guys are really resistant against piercing and slashing, which means Ether needs to switch his weapons. Unfortunately, I can't do it while in combat. So we'll have to worry about that later. Itumak is taking a beating. Let me see what I can do here. Phantom foes. Let's move you up and get that. What happened to the auto pause? Finish the ability. Okay, Itumak is back. Skeletal Wizard. Weapon ineffective for Ether. You know, Ether, you need to do this. That guy's still up. Okay, Itumak is still up as well, which is really surprising. I can do this. Ether, finish his ability. Itumak died. Oh, endurance now. Switch. Okay. You're gonna need a little bit of... Oh, you're the one under attack.
Not even slowing.
Yeah, kill that guy. Especially with his weapon, because that does crushing damage. So I got any weapon ineffective. Yeah, we killed the wizard at least. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Endurance weapon ineffective. Come on.
Can't get a good shot.
I know. Come on.
It's no.
Okay, you get that. There we go. I don't know how good the rangers are. Because that's what's missing now. They're a little bit resilient to piercing. Seems like everything else is good. And even the piercing is doing damage. Stop swearing, guys. And down he goes. Okay. Okay. Wasn't too bad. But it does mean that we need to switch weapons over here. So...
Need something?
I'm ready.
You have Pierce. So you're good with that. You are gonna have this. Okay. And you can use your quarterstaff. This thing is pierce damage though. Oh, this has crush. Yeah, you use that. And I could get you to use the hatchet. That does slash damage though. It's not amazing. So we'll see how that goes. But at least now we're a little bit more prepared than we were to deal with these guys. So let's look at the map. We have a little bit of a house over here. We have something over there. Heritage Hill Cemetery. We need to go over there, but let's be sneaking. Always be sneaking. Because that's how we find secret passages. Let's see what we have over here. A secret passage. Not a passage, but a secret thing. Something twitches and shambles in the darkness between the slabs. A rancid draft creeps from within. We have a few potions. Major regeneration. I think somebody likes that. I think somebody has that potion. Not really. Let's put it over there. Okay. So, we need to go to the northeast. This map is not as big as I thought it was going to be. Or I thought it was. Because I've done this. It did take a while to get through. But then again, I might have been using the wrong weapons to kill these guys. They're easy to kill if you have the right weapons. At least the skeleton fighters are. You saw how long it took me to kill that first one. Okay, I can open that. These vaults have been
that helps.
pried have already been pried open. I found a Darghoul. Darghouls are like ghouls. Except they have a different source of their, you know, their... Come on here, Avis, you got a ranged weapon. It's not, dang it. Here, Avis, get over here. Can attack from there. Dang it.
Consider it.
Almost.
Consider it dead.
I can do it. There we go.
Good.
There we go. That's all I needed. Can't go in there. Oh, we're in combat. Oh boy. 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 What are these? Ghouls. Ghouls are much easier. So Darghouls are basically upgraded versions of ghouls. And these are revenants. We actually have revenants this time around. Let's kind of puppet master up there. That guy's... Oh, no, wait a minute. They're immune to that. Immune to dominated. Let's not do that then. They're not immune to flanked, though, are they? No, they're not. So... Phantom foes. Okay, let's get you guys up there.
Hey.
Get over there. Okay, you reload. Fine. It's good. Yeah. Thank you for coming, Born Smart. And again, thank you for your generosity and for your support. I understand workday for me as well. I just, for you, it's 1 hour later than for me, though. So it's, yeah, I always, also will stop streaming in about an hour. So, yeah. So, thank you very much for showing up. And for, again, the support. Okay, so we got a little bit of damage there. I'm gonna go again with the Phantom Foes, but then again, Mental Binding, does that work? That gets everybody stuck and paralyzed. It's always nice. Okay, Sullen will finish their ability. Let's do this one. Got a little bit of a poison. Weakened. No, actually, that's not poison. It's just weakened. Weakened is fine. I kind of want to move away from here. Hiravius, what can you do? You can sweep. Yeah, I forgot that Hiravius has his animal form. So these guys are all dead. Because he just does so much damage. Save Itomac! Nah, I think everything is going to be fine. These guys don't have that many resistances, so should be totally fine. And Itomac survived, surprisingly enough. Okay, let's see what they had. A bunch of vessel flesh. Vessel flesh here is... They're vessels. These guys are vessels. That's what they are. So undead here is actually not the correct terminology. I wonder if it says... Yeah, it says. If you see on the upper left corner of the screen, it says vessel. And that's what it is. That's what an undead is in this game. Because what they are is basically a corpse with a soul of either an animal or a decaying soul, or maybe they are, maybe they don't have a soul at all and they are looking for a soul or something like that.
There you go.
What game I think has the best turn-based combat? Well, I think the best one. It's tricky to say what the best one is. But from all that I've played recently, I would say Divinity Original 2 has the best turn-based combat. Oh, in overall balance. The one that I have the most fun with, honestly, I think Silent Storm is really good. But Divinity Original Sin 2 is amazing. It's really good as well. But Silent Storm is really good. I really enjoy it. It's a different sort of gameplay. But apparently Jagged Alliance with mods is very, very powerful. I've only played vanilla, though, and it's not as powerful as Silent Storm is. But Jagged Alliance 2 is also very amazing at turn-based combat. I also really enjoyed Xenonauts. I also really enjoyed, what's the name of that game? Hard West. Like, I have a Let's Play of it. And by the way, Hard West, you can get it at a severe discount on GOG.com. They're having their winter sales, and also if you want to buy other games, after like I think it's $15 of purchases on GOG right now, you get Hard West for free. I think it's about $5 or something if you buy Hard West, or $10, I don't know. But anyway, Hard West is an amazing game. It's pretty fun, just all around, and it's got a really powerful combat system. It's a little bit like XCOM, but with some improvements and no randomness. No randomness. That's just amazing. The Dog Days, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome on in. It's about time that you all always arrive at the same time. Always at the same time. Maybe not to the minute, though, but always at the same time. So, reliability. That's what you want in a person, in a friend. So, yeah. So, what are we doing, the Dog Days? What are we doing? We are in Heritage Hill. At the beginning of the stream, we basically killed a bunch of Woodica followers and got ourselves killed by a huge troll. We're in Heritage Hill dealing with vessels. I was explaining that these guys are not actually undead. That's not who they. That's not what they are. They're vessels, because that's the definition of in-game, of their in-game thing. That's how they are. That's what they are. They have an animantic origin. And And I can actually read on the...
This thing isn't...
on the revenants, because I don't remember what the revenants are. The ghouls are basically... they're ghouls. They just have a different name. They're just sort of... they didn't even bother. They're frightened? Yeah. They're not immune to frightened? They're immune to a bunch of stuff, but that's got to do with the fact that they don't have a soul.
Hey.
Or they... and if they do, it's just a crappy soul. Let's do Phantom Foes here and get these guys. They're already properly flanked, so... it doesn't matter. But still. There we go. Okay. So let's read on these guys. So I go into Bestiary and I have Construct? No. Skeleton? No. What are they? Wicts? No. The Revenants. We killed some of them. Maybe they're ghouls. Gargoyle and a ghoul. Yeah. So basically, it's generally understood that ghouls retain enough cunning that make dangerous hunters and adversaries, but not enough to be concerned about their rapid deterioration, because if they don't eat things that have souls, they will die. Like gargoyles, they are drawn to secluded environments, though some gravitate towards cemeteries in search of readily available flesh. The meat of dead kith satisfies some of the ghouls' hunger, but it does little to sate their need for soul essence. Inhabiting a graveyard may actually hasten a ghoul's decay, as it reduces their incentive to seek out living sources of food. That's interesting, yeah. Because they need to eat people, not rotten flesh. Gargoyles have reached the first irreversible step in decay of a normally dead body, sustained by the soul energy. At this stage, they have lost some portion of their memories and mental abilities, but they retain the self-awareness to recognize their own decline. Their insatiable hunger and inevitable decay makes gargoyles more reckless and aggressive than vampires. Even, again, it's just a misnaming of vampires, of course. Even as they are compelled to seek out secret and secluded environments so as to avoid drawing the attention and wrath of civilized communities. Some vampires dread this stage more than those that follow, for they know they will retain enough of faculties to fully experience their own downfall. So a vampire, what is a vampire? We haven't found any. I think we will find one over here, and we will understand what a vampire is. But so they come before.
And what does the flame reveal?
They come before these things. So knowing what a vampire is, I think, is going to be important for me to tell where these guys come from. But I think they're just people who the soul got a bug or something. The small plaque at the base reads, "Freedom above all, Admeth Hadrit." Hadrit was the one that rebelled against Adir and made the independence for Deerwood. And he's the founder of the country, basically. So that's why that is. Do I have Pelagina dual wielding? No, I do not. I have her sword and board. And the reason for that is because I want her to tank. That's why I want a paladin at the front. I want a tank. Because Adair doesn't tank alone. It's not enough. And she needs a lot of protection anyway. Oh, boy. I think we just found our first vampire. Seems friendly enough. Let's say hi.
I'm ready.
A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed, because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. Well, I hate to be the one telling you this, but you're already dead. Her eyes grow cold and hard. You'd better explain yourself, and quickly. Yeah, you're a ghost, and have been luring Crucible Knights to their deaths. I think. She has. This is in connection with the screams that we heard, and she's the one that has been given Actually, I shouldn't be here. I should be talking to another person before I came in here. But it doesn't matter the order. We learned about her somewhere else. But basically, yeah. She freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... I can't be... The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands, seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and her mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the crucible knights behind her stir. Novitiates! Attack! Off we go. Nosferatu's est vampire. I have strong doubts about that decision of your priorities. I personally prefer the the mage spellcasters. Those are nice. Okay, so what do I want? I will have everybody attack her, but I need the Pain Link. Recall Agony is nice. The Pain Link would be really nice because this thing allows everybody else to take damage. But I'm gonna do Recall Agony on her. Here she's coming. And then everybody, except for you, as soon as we're done casting that spell, we just got the missing sentries over there. I've dealt with later, and she'll... Oh, I killed her? No, I haven't dealt with her. But that's gonna be fine. She's got Recall Agony, so she's gonna take a little bit of extra damage over there. Everything else seems to be going well. Weapon ineffective for Durance. I can get this out. Segani weapon ineffective. Let's get her hobbled then. If that works, she's immune to that. So she's gonna get the bleeding wound or whatever, unless she's immune to that as well. Okay, kill her. She's barely injured. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, you're gonna need to turn into a beast. Mow it. Can you do it fast enough? During to finish his ability. Let's get you up there. Let's cast Consecrated Ground. Nope, he's dead. Mow it. Okay. So everybody except for you and you attack her. We're not. Oh no. Oh boy. Everybody attack her, please. You attack her as well. Itumak, go on in. You need to have. Oh, this is gonna end in tears. I'm gonna try and knock you guys down if I can. Probably not. I did. It's not broken for very long though. Yeah. It's not gonna end well. We can't win. Yeah, these guys are way too strong. So let's reload. And let's talk to the people that know about her and basically have the same discussion that we just had with her. Yeah, carry her. Fully action point based. That's how games should be. Sword and Door, that's the one, not Sword and Board. Sword and Door. Alucard from Hellsing manga. I never read Hellsing's manga.
Slow and silent.
But I know who Alucard is though. Chest doesn't have anything. Wait a minute. Nosferatu was one of the girls? I'm thinking of the ones from World of Darkness though. Malkavians are the best. They're certainly the most interesting, for sure. But then again, from a literary perspective, I do enjoy the Tremere a lot. Yeah, they're cool. They're all cool. Yeah, that's a good strategy, Ether. Oh, Ether. Dog Days. That is a good strategy. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in there because I want... It's gonna be plenty of trouble in there already. Let's just go inside from here. And here is where we're actually gonna learn about her. Or if not, we're gonna learn about something else. So that is the proper way of doing it, and that way we have a little bit better understanding of what's going on. Rather than just showing up and like, you're the one that's doing this! How do I know? I don't. So, knowing. The pudding is in the knowing of the trinkets. I should write a book. I should write a book about all the pearls of gems that I have knowledge. I got some beer. And we got some cocoa. I think it's through here. It's not. These guys are not gonna be a problem. They did detect us.
Dead on.
Okay, so you are gonna turn into a beast. You're gonna get back. You're gonna attack. And I'm gonna cast that. I don't think that did work though. That was pretty bad. Okay, you're taking quite a lot of damage. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, he's going down. Let's cast Consecrated Grounds here. Fast. Nope. Needed potions there. This is gonna work though.
This thing isn't doing the job.
If you guys do the job, the thing will do the job. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna have to sleep anyway. Burn everybody! That was pretty bad. Oh, he didn't attack. I don't think he'd attack friendlies. Firebrand then. Firebrand. There we go with a firebrand. Let's brand these guys with fire. Okay, let's get... Yeah, these guys are nasty. What are they? They're just normal Dargles. They are nasty, but it's going well. The guy's blinded for a little while. This guy's blinded as well. Ultimate Helsing character. Is that the anime? There's a job to do. You can make all the dirty jokes you like. It's fine. Unless, of course, you don't want to. Because, you know, then it's not fun. If you don't want to, if you want to make dirty jokes, then sure. We're gonna need to sleep, though. Oh, my God. It's so hard to see that. Sprained wrist, minus 15 deflection. And deflection is armor. Defense. The moons of Eora. Look up in the night sky and you'll see the moon Balafa, ubiquitous and persistent. She remains forever in view, but also forever out of reach. What many people do not know, however, is that our world is actually orbited by two moons, Balafa and Kaulda. Kaulda. Balafa, forever in view. That's interesting because that means that the rotation of the moon, the time it takes the moon to go around the planet, that moon anyway, is 24 hours. Because the time it takes for the planet to rotate upon itself in this game is 24 hours. Hanging low and large in the sky, Balafa travels swiftly in her race across around the world, completing an orbit in around 18 days. Okay, so it is not forever in view. 18 days, which means... What does that mean? Actually, I don't know how fast the moon actually goes. Our moon actually goes around. Don't think too hard on it. Yeah. Oh, character. I think I know what you mean then. Yeah, I think the earlier version of Helsing is the one that I actually saw an episode of. I was like, yeah, not really. Not for me. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because I didn't remember the name of your suggested one. There's 28 hours in a day, but that's not the same in a lunar day. But that's not the same rotation that we're talking about. What you mean by 28 hours is actually the rotation of the planet. So upon itself, of the moon upon itself, that's what makes the day. The fact that the moon goes around the Earth is what makes the moon rise and fall in our sky. And I think it might be like 30-something hours. Because I think the moon does rise and fall pretty fast. No, wait a minute. That's not what it is. I'm wrong. Is it 28 days around the Earth? And that's what makes the phases of the moon? No. The phases of the moon are made because of the rotation of the planet. No, it can't be. I don't know things. Don't ask me stuff. Anyway, hanging low, I just kind of... Let's see. 315 years ago, this is Calda. That's much more interesting. The Grand Empire of Valia suffered from terrible storms and terrifyingly high and low tides. Records show the same thing as was happening in Aedir Empire, and that several new Aedirian colonies along Deerwood Coast were completely destroyed by storms and high tides that engulfed the settlements. At that time, during an eclipse, Glenfathan astronomers spotted something small orbiting near the edge of Belafa. After much study, they realized it was a small satellite with an extremely irregular orbit. They called it Calda Deb, or the Black Runner. Since it is smaller than Belfala, it doesn't have much effect on the world, but when it aligns with Belfala's orbit, it wreaks havoc on the tides and weather everywhere. This happens with an erratic frequency and severity, and have been dubbed Lover's Tides. Caltha has been rolled into the Ondra myth, and Ondra here, I don't actually know what that myth is. And then, when they are both in sight, her desire to reach them is increased tenfold, which is what causes the terrible weather. Also, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I can't, because it's all theories. Let's see what this is. Lord Valtez's will. A last will and testament has been carefully drawn up on a stained piece of sackcloth. It lists Lord Valtez's various titles and holdings, ending the following. Should no member of my family survive, it is my wish that my wealth and property be dispensed to the Crucible Knights. Let my wife and children and me be buried with my forebears in the Valtez family tomb, and at the right hand of Duke Hadrit. Signed, Valterio Valtez, 5th Lord of House Valtez. So, was Hadrit one of them? Because he wants to be buried by them, so I suppose maybe? That would make some sense. Interesting. Oh, he will, the dog days. He will. Oh, Lord Valtez. Seda, let us in, says Lord Valtez. It's safe. Come out now, says Lady Valtez. Open the door, Seda, says Emilio Valtez. The female Dargul sniffs the air and whirls around hissing. A survivor. Yeah. I came across a group of Darguls in a manor pounding on a closed door and yelling to someone named Seda. Seda's father left a will in which he requested... Oh, that's what we found before. Yes. Okay, get ready. I should probably be fighting these guys with a little bit different weaponry than the one I'm fighting. Haravis is actually... because these guys do take ranged attacks, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Let me pain link you in the face. Can't? What? Oh, wait a minute. How does pain link work? Mentally links nearby enemies to the target, forcing them to experience a portion of all damage the target suffers. Allied target. Oh, that's good then. I mean, it's not amazing, but... Oh, I did it on the wrong character, by the way. Heather, do something here. That didn't work. Yeah. That wasn't very good, what I did, but it's fine. It's all good. And also, I'm gonna get... Yeah, just keep shooting. Should be okay here. The fact we don't have a spellcaster... We call Agony, should we? Sure. It's just a normal Dargul, though. The fact we don't have a spellcaster is wrong. Is a wrong fact, because we do have a spellcaster. Just I never use him, because I'm a cheapskate. I don't know why I used Aleph much more often than Hiravius. He's about as good. Purge toxins, let's see. Spraying plague. Let's get spreading plague. See how powerful that can be. And also, I'm gonna field triage you. See if that works. You're gonna do that. And I'm gonna do Pain Link on him. This time around the proper way. So they take damage whenever he gets hit. And the Pain Link is already happening. That's pretty good. That's an interesting thing. Phantom foes are there, definitely gonna be important. Ooh. That's nasty. Let's get a heal over there. And purge toxins on him. There you go. Working well. Did you ever... No, he didn't. Okay, go on. To the field triage there, fast. Ooh, that's gonna be bad. Come on. Did he work on the field triage? Yeah, okay. Okay, now get a proper spell in there. Get a healing on him. Lovely. Okay, now get that claw thing, because these guys are not really resilient to that. This guy does have... it's fine. Look at me doing things properly. Not a very hard fight, though, this one. Not unlike the other one. Okay, Heather is not doing his thing back there. I'm gonna switch weapon. Okay. There we go.
Yeah?
That worked. Good stuff. You think there's 28 hours in one of these days, or in the ones from Game of Thrones? I don't know when you said that. Oh, that's been a while. Okay, so sorry. Kara says I don't care about fancy spells. It's all about the fireball, isn't it? It's all about the fireball.
On the
That's
hunt.
how life should be. Yeah, the crossbow. My crossbow is mostly so I can do a lot of damage on specific targets. And then continue casting my spells. It works, unless he doesn't. That's basically how it goes. It's definitely not the best weapon for my character. I want to have her a little bit more accurate, but... ah, well. It is what it is. We have a very pretty looking... Look at this. Just look at... Everything is so pretty. So pretty. We can't go upstairs, but we can talk to Sayla over here. Who were they? I mean, were they... What I mean is, were they the last people of their family, or Sayla, or whatever? There's nobody here. This note addressed to the household staff. Please see to it that family mausoleum is swept and the marble polished. The key is hanging, as always, in the kitchen by the oven. Sure. Well, it might be this cat. This sharp-eyed cat is a prodigious mouser and often goes bounding off the path in search of small prey. I'll actually get the little guy. I've been hanging around with a spider. Let's get the little guy. Where is he? There he is! I wonder if he actually has, like, scripted things. One light shines from behind the map. There's a ragged hole to the outside if someone dug through. Oh. One is a word that I don't know. Okay. So you need to go to the kitchen. Yeah, but she is still of the family, so she still has the inheritance if she's still alive. Okay. I don't remember the name they were calling though. But I think I got everything. I came across Seda, yeah. So if I go back,
And what does the flame reveal?
let's see if we can get inside.
Hey.
Get inside the mausoleum. I think that's gonna be enough to find her. Dargul, let him come. One means pale. Or dim, I guess. Oh no, that's different things. Yeah. Pale as in white. Yeah. Or, you know, fail. Didn't know that word. There's a lot of words that I should know because I saw that word before because I played this game before. But I should remember, but I don't. There's one word that I also learned from this game, and it took me a while to understand what it was. It's called down. I think it is from this game. The word down, the actual, you know, down, but it's used as something else. It's down is the plumage of birds. And it's actually a common word because it's used in industry and it's used in biology, of course, if you have birds and just deal with them. But I remember finding it, I think it was in this game, and I was like, I don't know what that means. And then from the contest, I kind of derived what it meant. And it didn't stick to my head, and I think there was a Let's Play where I was trying to remember that word because I knew what I wanted to say, I just didn't remember what the word was. And then when I finally just internalized what the word was when I saw a video by Vsauce where he makes a pun, a really weak pun. It's not, you know, it's not a funny one or a very funny one or anything, but it's just a pun where he says he actually built a memory on my head of him going down, and I will always remember that in that video right there he mentions okay, who's being attacked the most? I'm gonna get a pain link on Ether. We should have slept, by the way, but I will always remember because of that. Okay, I'm also gonna need this. Yeah, they're definitely going for Ether. It's not necessarily going the best of ways. Okay, Ether, get this guy down. Okay, get Phantom Foes. Okay, you switch weapons and go into Scalegar mode. There we go. Oh no, he was... Oh, knocked on his feet. He can't die, by the way. If he does, he's dead. Because he doesn't have enough endurance, or enough health, actually. So, yeah. Can I see? Yeah, Druid Cat Claws, it says over here. All Druid Spirit Shift forms possess fearsome natural weapons from claws to tusks and horns. Okay. That's a description that you don't necessarily often see. Okay, we got this one upgraded. Now it has 10% chance to cast Dominate on hit or critical hit. Lovely. I can deal 30% damage to prone enemies or deal 1500 damage to enemies with just normal. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing terrible has happened yet with our... There's another Dargul somewhere. With our soul-bound weapons, so I'm glad for that. I don't know which one it is gonna be. Apparently there's one that screws up everything and destroys things. Six people party in Divinity Original Sin. That's interesting. It would unbalance everything, but if you're playing on maximum difficulty, it would make the game go back to normal, I guess, if you had two more people. And maybe you can make a custom difficulty where you just up the health of everybody and up the health of the enemies by a little bit more. Uravis is a little kitty. Yes, he is. The battles, though, Karaher, the battles are hectic just on the looks of it. Most of what I'm doing is waiting to see when an enemy dies and waiting at health. It's like it plays very much like a real-time strategy game with pause and, of course, you know, the spells and all that. So it plays very much to its roots, I would say. You can't crank up the difficulty more than it's already cranked up to, right? Like, for example, we're playing our Let's Play, we're playing it on the second hardest difficulty, but the hardest difficulty doesn't actually make it harder. It just means that you can't resurrect anybody, and then if you die, your save is deleted, and also you can only have one save. So there's a lot of things there that make it harder, but not necessarily on the combat side of things. So like if we were playing with a 6-member party, we couldn't make it harder for us. It's already plenty hard. I think the game is very well balanced, but it does fall to the to a pit, to a trap, or I suppose it's a trap of sort of requiring you to go to certain places before you go to other places on higher difficulties, and I guess on normal as well, because I mean, unless you just want to, you know, roll through the weaker enemies. I know where I'm going. I shouldn't be going here, because I know where I'm going. But overall, it's just very well handled, I think, because it really you can really tell that you can do a battle, or you more or less can tell. But I think later in the game, things might be a little bit different. We might be able to punch above our weight a little bit. An arbalest, sure. This is where we came here for, by the way. This is what we came here for. It's over here. Yeah. You need to have everything just perfect. If you're playing by yourself, though, you can do it way easier. When you have other people to play with, it's trickier to get the because there's so much synergy between the characters that you need to actually speak it out, and then when the other person doesn't understand what's going on. Okay. Like for example, I have let's go with that. Like for example, I have Fane, and Fane has this ability that allows him to set people on fire very, very effectively. And it's like 200 damage that he does in a single turn, I think, somewhere around those lines. And if you waste damage on an enemy, it's like I shouldn't attack that enemy. It's like getting Bumpy to understand that, and then of course getting me to know what I'm doing.
I'd be glad to.
Ooh, there's a skeletal wizard over there. There's 2 of them. You know what? I'm gonna stand up here. I think it's better. Quick save in this game or in Divinity Original Sin? In this game, yes.
I'm here.
But in Divinity Original Sin as well. But that's the loading does take a bunch of time, and I don't like it. Disengage! There we go. Why are you not attacking? Good. Okay. Are you immune to charmed? Yes, you are. That's bad. Let's get Phantom Foes. Okay, let's get this. Let's get this.
Need something?
Be fast. Tell a number to just cast that ability. Cast that over there. Hit with additional effect right there. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't remember seeing that. Hurav has just finished his ability. Let's cast Burst of Summer Flame over there. Let's kill these guys over here. They got Phantom Foes. They're frightened and stuff. Yeah, she's taking quite a lot of damage. We're gonna need Shield of Protection here. And she's gonna need this. Awesome. Fast, please. I'm actually not paying attention to anything up there. Sailor just finished that ability. She's gonna need to switch weapons. And her AI is gonna take care of things. She's gonna die. I could take a potion, but I'm not sure she's gonna have time for it. Okay, Hurav has just finished his ability. Let's keep doing that, because that does some damage over there. Durance just finished his ability. Let's get that. She's dead. Okay. So number goes down. Ravius finished his ability. Let's keep doing that. Right there. E2 low endurance. Okay. Endurance finished his ability. Do we have... no. Get armor for everybody. E2 is really going down. Ravius finished his ability. These guys are still not dead. Dang it. Infestation of maggots. That's gonna kill him forever. E2 low endurance. E2 is knocked out. I think that was Ravius finishing his ability. Indeed. So let's get claws. How are they not dead? Oh, that takes a little while. Weapon ineffective for Durance. Just shut up, Durance. Do your thing. Get some healing on him. Durance finished his ability. It's not actually going as well as it should. I need something really powerful here. Yeah, that's good. Weapon ineffective. You're taking a sweet time. Oh, endurance, come on. Ravius, don't die. What is he doing? Is he paralyzed? Yeah. I mean, I'm healing him alone with the consecrated grounds. He goes down. Yep. We let them overtake us. That's always a recipe for disaster. And that's everybody down. We let them take over us. And that always ends badly. It was all because I couldn't get Selanumbra back for fast enough, and basically I screwed up the front line. And that's the problem with the real-time with pause games. That is the problem. That's why turn-based will always be better. Just forever. There's no way around it. They will always be better. These guys are very fast though, so may I be excused. Okay, now you are gonna get phantom foes on everybody so we can get flanked fast. You are gonna start casting some really nasty things on everybody back there. If you can. You can't, so let's go over there and attack that. You're gonna cast Consecrated Ground. Where are you? Consecrated Ground, or... yeah. Cast that. Ravius finished his ability. Let's keep going with that. Low level. Tanglefoot wouldn't be bad, though. It's not bad. Let's go with that. Okay. Ravius finished his ability. Let's keep doing that. Endurance finished his ability. I'm gonna cast this over there. Durance is gonna cast this over here. And as you can tell, that's basically what I'm doing. It's taking care, making sure that my abilities are being cast when I need to. That's all that the game really is at the end of the day. And of course, preparing for this positioning is just ever important. And as you can tell, this is going way better, simply because we're not surrounded by ghouls attacking us at all the same time. So mental binding on that guy, that's gonna be helpful actually. Okay, and then attack him. He's paralyzed. There we go. That guy is holding his own. And these guys keep spawning though, so they're everywhere. Let's get phantom foes back there if I can. Let's get... we still have armor of faith. Yes, we do. We don't have more attacks to do over there, so just do that like that. Joe, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Indeed, long time no see. Welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, Tanglefoot would help me just on the sense that it would stop the guys from swarming all over the place. Right now, it doesn't matter. Right now, it doesn't matter. You can't quick save in Mass Effect Andromeda? Huh. You know why? Ooh. Do you know why that is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's because the controller doesn't have a quick save button. So they didn't even
Thing
bother.
isn't doing the job.
I don't know if that's the reason. It very well might be. It very well might be. Let's get a little bit more armor on everybody up there. It sucks that she went down. And I need to sleep again. It doesn't matter. We go to Fox and the Goose and Fox. That guy is just annoying me right now. Seriously? Die! Indeed! Just die! Okay, there we go. Now we got the easy ones. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. Come on. Stop with the brush. They're really nasty with their necrotic lances because those things do so much damage.
Leave it to me.
Can you actually knock that guy down?
Hey.
Apparently not. Come on, bring a wizard down. There we go. Who's that guy? That's just Dargle. Oh, and she's on fire.
Leave it.
She's on fire.
Curse my aim.
Through the night at the speed of light. I don't remember what song that is. I haven't heard it in ages. It was my favorite song from the GTA 3 soundtrack. Flash FM.
My...
You're not getting through me.
I don't know if was it Laszlo in Flash FM? I don't think so. I think it was a girl, and she had a voice of gold. She really did have a beautiful, beautiful voice. Okay, this is not going as well as I want it to go. Go better. Go better. Fortunately, the fighters do heal themselves, but it's not. It's really not going well. Can you like kill him fast? What are you guys doing back there? Oh, they're attacking. They're actually attacking. Okay, that's not too bad then. This Dargo is just deadly. Crap. Have I tried Wildlands? No, I have not. I've seen it Let's Play though, but it's not. I mean, it's not really the kind of game for me. I like Minecraft, but it's sort of. It's got an RPG feel. I think, yeah, sure. You couldn't quick save in Mass Effect 2 either. Oh, man, I suck at that. That sucks. You know where this whole stuff happens? You know where this whole thing started. I mean, of not being able to quick save is when games stopped allowing you, or some games started not allowing you to name your save. You know what I mean? I just go in here and I name my saves. Games that don't do that. Games that don't do that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know? Just, you don't let me name my saves. Next thing you know, you're adding microtransactions to my loot boxes.
I'm on the
trail. It's not okay, dude. It's not okay. It's not okay. I believe that's the one. Bonnie Tyler. I think that is indeed the name of the artist. But I can't be certain. Faster than the speed of night. Might be that. Might be that. I think it is. Really cool song. 80s feel, of course. It's not it's not a brilliant song by any stretch. But it's really cool. It's one of those songs, it's just while it doesn't necessarily have to be the most creative thing ever, it works. Got a lot of that stuff back in the 80s. And all throughout history as well. It's not just back in the 80s. But we're not going over there. That's the tower. That's what we came here for. We need to go to Valtus's mausoleum. That's what I was looking for. I need to go in there. I need to see if my key will work on that, because that's the key we got. That's the key we got from that house. Oh yeah, not being able to save at all, that's sort of normal in some places. That's okay. But just not being able to quick save is just weird. In Elex you play with a gamepad and save with a keyboard. That's, yeah. Well, nibbles. Little things, huh? Little things that don't really matter. Actually, I'm sure it actually matters, but yeah. Safe haven. I need to rescue Seda from the Valtus family mausoleum. She's still alive! Look at that! Look at that. Well, that's good news. And on that good news, let's end the stream tonight. Because I've been going for 3 hours now, and I have to work tomorrow. And I still have to configure 2 videos for tomorrow. I have configured 3 already. I don't remember which ones they were. I know one of them is Arcanum. The other one is Darkest Dungeon. And there's another one. Don't remember. And I have 2 more that I will be uploading tomorrow. Don't remember the names though. But anyway, that's gonna be that for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for joining me. You guys really make my nights every time I stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you, as always, if you want to check the streams or you want to see other streams or see this stream on double speed or whatever speed you want on YouTube, I upload these streams to YouTube as well. So if you go on to my channel page, at the bottom of the channel page, there's playlists with all of the things, including Dark Wood, which is a fantastic game. And I'll be streaming again next Sunday. I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday. I'm going to be streaming on Sunday at the same time here as well. It's going to be Dark Wood. And the next Pillars of Eternity is going to be on next Tuesday. Next Sunday isn't Christmas, is it? No, it's the other one. It's going to be next Tuesday, Pillars of Eternity. So yeah, it's going to be that for tonight. Thank you so much once again. And I'll see you next Sunday. Have a good night, guys. Or a good morning, if Lag is still around. Bye. Freeze! Yes. That was not a good freeze, though. Why am I smiling to my screens? I don't. Just whatever. That's not the one. No. That's the one.